Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a smart club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
F this week. F today, too. It's damn near time to slam the lid on the casket.
Can we beef walk again?
I love the beef walk.
I do love the beef walk. When the show ends, can we beef walk out of here again for the third straight day?
I hate that so much.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
So disgusting.
Minnesota Moses, for a while, was texting us about beef walking.
Uh-huh.
And somebody asked him what it was, and it's crop dusting.
Yeah.
And you fell in love.
I did. I think the term's hilarious.
It's disgusting.
I know, but that's why it's so funny to me.
I'm in.
You're in for a beef walk? Ashley, you?
Nope.
It's happened around here.
I never want to hear the word again.
I had a situation I didn't know what to do because somebody beef walked. I have a suspicion on who it was. And it's somebody you wouldn't expect.
Really?
They didn't know, nobody works here anymore, and you probably think you're safe to do so. And you know what? You should be. It's a free country. But somebody did, and I'm like, oh, God, that's terrible. And somebody came around the corner, and I thought, well, do I say something? Like, that wasn't me. I thought maybe I should say something because I was so disgusted by it.
But that almost makes you look more guilty.
Right.
Give them this saying, Josh. Let them have it.
Whoever smelt it dealt it.
There you go.
Whoever made the rhyme did the crime. But anyways, I didn't end up saying anything, so I know they're looking at me just like I'm looking at the other person, like that's the guy that he beef walked.
So you got beef walked by association.
I did. It was a lady that beef walked.
Now you have my attention, Josh.
Yeah, it was a lady, and I think she got me.
Oh.
Do you know how G-Chat works, Josh?
I do, yes. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I am intrigued.
A lady?
Yeah.
Welcome to the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. Like I said, we're prepping. We're ready to shut her down. The Monday to Friday type folks in our listening audience, they know the feeling. For those of you who got to work weekends, we'll be praying for you. It's the Cubby birthday broadcast of the Half-Assed Morning Show. You better text Josh.
Oh, no, don't do that.
651-989-9393. You better text Josh and wish him a happy birthday, or we will consider you a dick.
Yeah.
If you don't.
No, not at all. Thank you to those that have texted. I really appreciate it. It's bittersweet. I was hoping people would forget. Nick remembered, which is relatively new in our relationship. It was nicer for me when you forgot. And he brought in some beef sticks for me. You guys know how I love cured meat.
Of course.
And so fancy stuff, too, like Von Hansen stuff.
Oh,
where
nice.
I was telling Nick, for us, Von Hansen's is thank you for the text coming in. It's a place for us for special occasions.
Definitely.
And maybe it shouldn't be. We should go more. But anytime there's something kind of special going on, we go to Von Hansen's.
I got Cubby a couple of sleeves of beef sticks.
Any fun flavors? Or
So now you know who's going to win the beef walk. Any fun flavors? Yeah, Ashley, I got them some where there's some elk carcass in there.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Those are really good.
A variety of meats in each one. So, yeah, really appreciate it. That was very kind of you. It's a perfect gift.
Oh,
Yeah, they have some of the best beef sticks, dude.
well,
I'm jealous.
That's just...
Well, maybe if you play your cards right, I'll share.
Ooh.
It's the Cubby birthday broadcast. Yes?
I wanted to also thank Killer Jesus, who sent me some funny stuff. He really put a lot of thought into this. And
Boy, he's a pain in the ass.
no, he's not.
Oh, did he draw you something?
No, he's a talented guy, to say the least. But he sent me a variety of things. You guys know I love Chipotle, despite not having the endorsement.
Yes.
And he got me $51 to Chipotle, which he is calling cuck bucks at Chipotle. He got me a Seal CD.
No way.
Which says, there's a note on there that says, "Don't worry, this is paid for." There's a rumor going around that I may have shoplifted this CD back in the day. So
Does it have that track on there that you love so much? It's called "A Kiss from a Rose."
that's a great one. This one has "Prayer for the Dying," which is excellent.
No Prayer for the Dying.
No,
That's
just
an old
it has "Prayer for the Dying."
Iron Maiden album.
And it does has "Kiss from a Rose."
Oh, nice.
Good.
So when I allegedly stole that, I felt so much shame I never listened to it. Never once. I never even got the enjoyment out of it. I got to keep the CD.
I can't blame you for stealing a Seal CD. I had the Batman Forever soundtrack. I listened to Kiss on the Rose all the time.
Well, I was just embarrassed to buy it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason that I allegedly stole this thing is because I was embarrassed to buy
And I
it.
always said you could have just, slid it through the register and said, "Yeah, it's my girlfriend's birthday tomorrow."
And he laid into the cuck theme by getting me a custom T-shirt.
Jesus, it looks 11 sizes too big for you.
It's a little big.
It's better to go big than too small.
He's been believing all the fat jokes we've been telling.
Yeah, it's great. This is more of a nightgown.
Yeah.
And it says 2 sizes too small for my wife. It says, "I watched it at Brad's sex cabin."
Dude,
So I
that is
watched
really great.
Brad have sex with his lawyer wife. So thank you so much. And I see more texts are coming in. Very kind.
Yeah, wow. Our
kind of embarrassing.
text machine is blowing up.
You
People love ya.
better text Josh and wish him a happy birthday at 651-989-9393, or we will block you.
If you text about anything besides Josh's birthday, blocked.
Oh, man. Thank you guys so much for these texts.
You ain't 51.
I am. 51. It's hard to believe. We were just young men when we started here. I don't feel any older outside of just my body. Like last night I had stir fry and today I'm paying the price. Like that didn't used to happen to me when I was a young
Beef
man.
walk. You've got a beautiful body.
All right, I'm waiting for the
Wow.
other shoe to drop here.
Josh over here off the air was telling us, you were telling us you no longer feel safe behind the wheel of a motor vehicle. He says the drivers in his neighborhood are totally out of control. What's the problem over there, Cubby?
I don't know. I mean, it's just so much. We've mentioned this before, and we had the state troopers in that said since the pandemic, and I'm sure anybody who drives at all has noticed it, but everybody's angry and tailgating and cutting folks off.
I guess I don't notice that in my neighborhood, but you're saying over where you come from.
Well, it's more on my way home from work
Way
that I
home
see it.
from-
So like 94 is a big one. That one especially.
I mean, are they drunk?
I wouldn't think so at that time of day.
Are
but-
they texting?
Yeah. Oh yeah, seen a lot of that.
Are you drunk
No.
or texting?
I'm too high to. I don't want to mix the stuff. It makes
Right,
me
it's
nervous.
smart of you, Josh.
Yeah.
Well,
You
you
get the
said that
spins.
a big rig ran you off the road. I don't.
Yeah, it was just that. Like I said, people are. They're behind the wheel and they're very angry lately.
Do we need to start organizing a ride for you?
For me,
Yeah.
I'm driving fine. I've just
No,
noticed.
no. Of course you are, but just to make sure you're okay, do we need to start organizing a ride for
Maybe
you?
a police escort or
I
something?
don't think I'm being singled out here. It's just some aggressive drivers out there.
I just want you to be safe.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh, some of you might be headed out to your neighborhood bar this weekend to get good and drunk.
I have a pool tournament this weekend. That'll be pretty fun.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh, it's been a while for you, or hasn't it? Because you seem like you did that a couple times a week before.
Yeah.
What's changed?
So, so this year, because of having the baby at home, we trade off every week, and then some weeks it just doesn't work out. So yeah, I haven't really been able to play as much, but it is the end of the year tournament, and my husband told me that I can be the one to go. I was gonna do it anyway without his permission. So
Good for you.
So yeah, all day on Saturday I'll be playing some pool.
Yeah, that's the great thing about those pocket billiard tournaments. You just get in and out quick. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
an
my team, maybe. We're not doing that great this year.
hour and a half tops, you're out of there, right?
Is there a bounty or is there big money on this? A booty? What do they call that? You got a big prize at the end of it?
This is actually my first year playing in Monday Night League, so I'm not exactly sure of the total that you win, but you definitely win a decent amount of money.
You're saying that's nothing that your team should be concerned about anyway.
Probably not. There's some really, really good shooters in this league. Make you look dumb.
Yeah, some of you might be headed out to your neighborhood roadhouse. Don't get all uppity and get thrown out on your ass. That's embarrassing. I've got something cute here, something from a professional bouncer. He tossed something cute out onto the soulless internet. And while we're on the subject, I was just trying to come up with the last time I walked into a tavern or a bar that required bouncers. Other than strip bars, of course. Just your average bar.
It always throws me off. I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, you want to see my ID? Okay,
It
cool.
was a couple of years ago for me.
It's a standard thing in the city
Yeah.
Yeah, this was St. Paul.
to have bouncers. Yeah, I couldn't tell you, Cubby. When's the last time I mean, not a concert or a strip bar or something that requires such things. Just a bar that had... Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it was, I think, before or after a Wild game. I can't remember.
Yeah, it makes sense.
There was a bouncer.
You ever been thrown smooth out?
Yes, unfortunately.
I'm sure I'll remember the story once you get to
Oh,
telling
it's
it.
embarrassing. It's so stupid.
Oh,
I can't believe it was me.
Was this the guy who was grabbing asses and you were with him, so it was guilt by association?
So I've definitely been thrown out in a crowd where a couple idiots I was with were doing stupid stuff, and I was a part of the party, I guess, and they threw all of us out. But no, it was me. It was all me. It was super stupid
I'm
and
not remembering.
crazy embarrassing. I shouldn't even
Go
admit
ahead.
it.
I
Go
remember
ahead.
the story.
We were at Grandma's when that was over on campus here.
Oh, I loved that.
That place ruled.
Yeah, it was fun. And I don't know, I was hammered and I broke a glass and I got a laugh and all of a sudden I thought, oh, I'm glass breaking man. I'm just going to keep going with this. And I mean, it's so stupid. And I broke another one and then I kept going and like everyone's like, break that glass. You know, I'm like, all right, I'll be the break the glass guy. And I did it a few more times and all of a sudden I'm somehow floating. I'm
Yep.
like, wait a minute, how'd this happen? There was two bouncers behind me carrying me. They basically threw me down those stairs and I deserved it. I knew right away, like, what a stupid thing I was doing.
I get it, though. The crowd's hyping you up. I would probably do the same thing.
It's so dumb.
Because then what if you stop breaking the glasses and then the crowd turns on you? That might be worse.
Well, you've got a pile of broken glass to defend yourself.
I called the next day. I'm like, hey, if that's not all swept up, I'll come in there and take care of it.
Did you
for
really?
Yeah.
Of course
Oh,
you
of course you did.
The most Catholic...
I was so embarrassed.
The most guilt-ridden Catholic in the county called the bar the next day and volunteered to clean up the mess.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
They weren't
dude.
too excited to
You
talk
were
to me.
very drunk. You weren't yourself.
No.
Most people would just never go to that bar ever again.
Oh, I never did. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm not calling.
I got thrown out the bar once, and we can share our thrown out the bar stories here in a minute. Let me just tell you what this bouncer has going. He jumped up onto the godless internet, and he apparently, when he throws someone out the joint, he hands them a card. Congratulations, it says on the card. You have been kicked out of the bar. And I'm not exactly sure how it works if the bouncer fills the card out.
That's the way it looks. Yeah, he kind of checks boxes and of what the reasons.
I don't know how you have time to check boxes
Yeah,
when you've got a 21-year-old in a headlock, you know. but anyway, it appears that you receive a card when you get thrown out the bar, and there's further verbiage here other than the congratulatory message on the front that says you've been kicked out of the bar. Congrats. Then there's some multiple choice. It says here, you've been kicked out of the bar because, and here are the possible choices. You started a fight. you're a douchebag. Uh-oh, Cubby. You broke or stole bar property. That's what you did back at Grandma's.
Did.
You brought in outside alcohol is another choice. Another reason you might have been thrown out. You're using a fake ID. Another possibility is we just can't stand you and we've been looking for an excuse to throw you out for years. Or other. If you've gone outside of those choices, the bouncer will fill in the reason.
This would literally never work.
What do you mean it would literally never work?
If you're kicking somebody out of a bar, chances are they're going to be pretty pissed, and they're just going to throw this back in your face. They don't. Anytime I've seen someone get kicked
Well,
out
who cares if they throw it back?
Get kicked out of a bar, this would just escalate the situation. This would not solve the situation.
Well, I mean, the guy
I bet some people would appreciate the humor, and maybe there'd be a couple folks that feel like I did, like I totally had this coming.
I mean, yeah, don't take it so literally. I mean, maybe he really hands these cards out to people. Maybe he doesn't.
Maybe just played for laughs.
Yeah. Next up on the card, it says, you may come back, and the choices are never, tomorrow, when you grow up and learn how to act in a bar, or when you actually turn 21. We'll check one of those. Finally, it says here, thank you, and there are two choices, have a good night, or go F yourself. That's kind of cute. A lot of bouncers or former bouncers who were hanging around on social media really enjoyed this bit. And one of them says, I have a bunch of these, pre-filled out. So he's able to very quickly and efficiently hand them to people as they're being forcibly removed from the roadhouse. And drinkers who read about this congratulatory you're getting kicked out card, drinkers really enjoyed it, and they sat down and thought back to how many of these boxes they've checked off in their lifetime. Have I started a fight? Yes. Have I been a douchebag? Yes. Did I break or steal bar property, Josh? Yes.
Yes, I did.
I've never been 86th, but I have been thrown out of a joint or two. Once or twice it was guilt by association. But once it was all me. Hammered ass drunk. I do still feel like I was in the right. I do. But how I handled it was wrong. We had been drinking for 14 hours. And this is back when you used cash at a bar. And you didn't always just constantly hand them your silly little card. So I bet you I had $14.75 in change in my pocket from all the friggin' drinks we've been buying all day long. I had 5 pounds of quarters in my pocket. And when they told me, get out of here, you're too drunk, I took all that change. I walked to the exit of the bar with the bouncer behind me. I took all that change out of my pocket, I spun around, and I threw it at everybody at the bar. So you saw everyone in the bar kind of go, right?
Like shrapnel.
Hit him in the eye, hit him in the nuts.
That's so mean.
And whatever I missed with, you heard it ringing around the bar. Like a change rattling off the windows and off of the bar.
Maybe you landed a couple in cups like you were playing quarters or something.
Dude, I hit a couple of people so square in the eye.
How cool would that be if you were just 50 cents short of your next drink?
Right.
Perfect.
I mean, yeah, in the end, in a very Neanderthal way, I bought the bar around.
Yeah.
If they collected all of what was lodged in their ears and in their...
That's a fun way to look at
It's
it.
ridiculous.
I thought I was a goner, though, because the bouncer shoved me out, and right as I'm catching my balance in the bar parking lot, as he shoved me out, I look up, and there's a policeman who had just gotten out of his car. So someone in the bar called the cops on me. The cop had just gotten out of his car, and I thought, that's it for me.
Yep.
I'm going away for the night. And the cop said, You having trouble in that bar? And I said, yeah. And he goes, just get the hell out of here.
Yeah, good
Thank
for,
God.
Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
The look, and this was kind of a rough joint. So I believe from the look on the cop's face, he had been there so many times for so many stupid reasons over the years. He just didn't care anymore. He just saw that I was the problem. I was now removed, and it was out of his hands. He said, just get the hell out.
He didn't want to walk in that place.
Nope. He did not. He never wanted to go back in there.
Have you ever been to a bar where the bouncer was so intimidating, the guy taking the ID at the door, you just didn't want to go in?
No.
There was
You?
Jesus.
there was a bar that we used to have a promotion at, and I don't know if it's around anymore, but there was a bar, and the dude that worked the door was like in a motorcycle club.
Oh.
And he was the most intimidating person I've ever seen in my life, and I thought, I don't know if I'm meant for this place. I don't know if I could go in, but we had to. It was a work thing. Terrified.
Terrified you?
Yeah.
He's probably like the sweetest person.
Yeah.
ever.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
Could be, but like I said, very intimidating.
Isn't that like always the case? Like the scariest looking dudes are just the biggest teddy bears.
There's been a
It does seem that way.
I can understand the vibe, you know. I can understand a little bit of concern.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm sure it worked. I'm sure
Yeah.
there's plenty of people that thought, okay, I want to just go in and get a couple drinks, but I'm going to be very well behaved. I do not
Yeah.
want to upset that gentleman.
I can understand the concern. You're thinking, wow, if they need a dude this big and bad at the front door, this place must suck, right? I can understand that concern, but at the same time, I would think, if this guy's in charge, hell, we're not going to have any problems, right?
Yeah,
oh
figured
yeah,
out
I'm
much was
safe.
going down.
Yeah.
If this guy's in charge, hell, who's going to screw around at this bar? Remember the series of episodes on Cheers where they hired the big, giant, ugly bouncer?
Yes.
This was the dude who played Ogre on Revenge of the Nerds. Very famous big actor. I can't think of his name, but there was a series of episodes of Cheers back in the day where they hired a bouncer. They called him Tiny, even though he was the size of a mobile home.
Donald Gibb, by the way, that's his name.
Don Gibb. Wow. So, and it just, having this big bad bouncer at Cheers, it just was odd. It was unnecessary. My neighborhood bar tried that for a brief period of time. I don't know why they convinced themselves that they needed a bouncer. I think maybe this dude was so frightening looking, and I think he was an ex-con and whatnot, and maybe he kind of pressured some people into giving him the job, but it was just so odd and unnecessary. I still can't figure it out. I mean, we're drinking at a Legion. These are
Yeah, that's very
old
odd.
timers and families usually. Sure, you get a handful of derelicts now and again on Friday and Saturday nights, but I didn't get it. Why is this guy here? Now he didn't over push his, what's the word I'm looking for, Josh? Like he didn't
Presence, his power.
Yes, thank you. He didn't like overuse his power. He wasn't like throwing 82-year-old Vietnam vets out on the side. But what everyone found out is that he was dealing crack rocks or something.
Geez.
Not at the bar, of course. There's no crack rock smokers. He was some kind of derelict criminal. So that's why his stay wasn't very long there. Somebody found out about his background and it ended. But I didn't understand. Why is this guy here? I mean, other than a couple of fist fights, a couple a year, there's really no problem.
Are there, maybe this, I hope this isn't a stupid question, but are there certain rules where a certain type of bar, or if you have a certain number of incidents, you have to have a bouncer?
That's a very good question.
Yeah, I guess I'm not sure.
Maybe it's like the time, how late you're open. Maybe that has something to do with it. We had
Maybe it
bouncers
depends.
when I used to work at Wild Bill's. There was bouncers. They started at a certain time. I started at around 10 p.m. because we were open. We did like late nights until 2 a.m. And they were some of my favorite people in the world. I absolutely loved them. Like it was like that typical meme where it was like you're in trouble when you and your girlfriend go to the bar and she starts hugging the bouncers. Whenever I would show up there, I would just, run around, say hi to all my big bouncer friends. It was awesome, and I loved having those guys in my corner.
My life was saved by a couple of bouncers at America's Original Sports Bar back when that was at Mall of America. So I have nothing but respect. Actually, before that, it was saved by an ex-girl. I had two guys that just kept messing with me for no real reason. I was on those motorcycles, that Harley game.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
A guy came over to me. He's like, hey, man, get off my bike. And I started laughing because I thought he was messing with me. Like, what a silly thing. But then he meant it. And he was a total douchebag. And luckily, one of the ex-girls noticed what was going on, came over and just, like, she got in there, and I wouldn't mess with her. And a couple of bouncers came over and took him out of there. But for whatever reason, I thought, well, I'm going to get beat up for playing a video game.
Yeah, that's really weird.
And I'm not even that good at this video game, so there's nothing to be jealous of.
I remember those silly motorcycle video games.
I loved that.
Behave yourself at the bar this weekend, especially if they got some big blown up some bitch working the door. Some of them are just waiting for a reason to choke slam somebody.
Yeah.
Those
It's got to be fun.
Did your brother have any good stories from when he was a
Oh,
bouncer?
God, yeah.
Where did he bounce?
I thought I'd told you those stories already.
Oh,
but
no, I know. I'm just trying to get you to tell some.
My memory is sometimes great, but sometimes terrible. Where did he bounce? I'll pronounce it the way my dad did. Deja vu.
What year?
Early 90s, mid 90s.
Oh, that's great. I wonder if it was early 90s. I wonder if he was there the time we went for our 18th birthdays.
Very well could be.
So, like, for me, it would have been 93.
He also bounced in Anoka here and there.
Man, he's lucky to be alive.
You ever see my brother really pissed off?
Yeah, I guess he can beat up anybody.
He's an intimidating guy when he's happy.
So he's lucky he didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, I guess that's a better way to put it.
And then he did some like freelance work in the city. That's where the real story is. That coming home covered in blood and none of it is his. Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time you see him, ask him, some stories.
My dad was he used to be a bouncer, and he saved those stories until I got in my 20s. And I was like, you did what? Whose leg did you break? What?
Well, here's what I do remember telling you once before, Cubby, is he was a little surprised as a young guy how bar owners wanted you as a bouncer to send a message. It wasn't just about throwing somebody out. It was making sure they remember, if they have the ability to remember the next day or any other time in their lives. They want the derelict to remember to never come back. So it was, there you go, boss, I threw him out. And the boss would look into his eyes and say, you're not done yet.
Yep.
Right? You got to make sure this guy remembers never to come back. So it's like, You're looking at the boss. You're looking into his eyes for approval as you cave a guy's head in. Is this good? Am I done yet? No, I'm not done yet. I keep punching.
More blood.
More blood.
Oh, I saw a couple of bouncers downtown. I thought, well, they just ended that person's life. I thought for sure this guy, he didn't get up. They had to call paramedics. They worked him pretty good.
Be careful.
And then I found out it was a coworker of mine's husband was one of the bouncers in that case. He loved to brawl, so it was like kind of the perfect bit for him.
A coworker of yours, husband?
Yeah, he was one of the guys I saw. I know you guys don't believe I have any friends, especially my friend Michael, but he used to be a bouncer.
Michael does not exist.
He exists, I promise you. He's a cool dude.
Pull up his contact information on your phone and show us.
My phone just died.
Oh, no.
I forgot to charge it last night.
That's
Shame on
typical
me.
you, yeah.
Yeah.
I keep my phone at 100% at all times.
I bet you've never had a dead phone.
Nope. I don't play that game. It's too stressful. Young people always have like 1%, 3%. I don't know how you do it.
Can't play that game.
I stress myself out with that, but I never learn.
It's the Cubby special birthday broadcast show.
Thank you again for the text coming in.
Today on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. Our number is, what do you call it? Our text number is 651-989-9393. If you do not text in and wish Josh a happy birthday, you'll be blocked.
I don't think you should.
And you'll have no access
Enjoy
to
your
communicate with us ever again. Randy Shaver will duck in later. Other than that, I mean, it's just an F-off Friday. We're looking forward to putting a bow on this turd. But you're a hell of a crowd. A hell of a crowd. Stupid news will be coming up next on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a smart club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today, 763-571-2410, or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
Every day, excessive delays and denials from big insurers keep patients from accessing the care they need. And when care is urgent, these delays can be disastrous. These practices cost billions in wasteful spending, driving up costs for American families. But while big insurers put up barriers, America's hospitals and health systems are in your corner, navigating endless reviews and appeals to get you the care you need when you need it most. It's time to curb these harmful practices and put the focus back on patients. Brought to you by the Coalition to Strengthen America's Healthcare.
Stupid news on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
And then it ends right there. Nice work, Ashley.
Thank you.
Nice work to you and all the other people who drag on those douche flutes all day long. Are you still smoking what folks call a douche flute?
Yeah, sadly. I picked it back up.
What?
I quit for so long.
You did a great job.
Yes.
You were looking out for the young one.
Yep.
And I do remember, I believe you had said, that's what you missed the most.
Yeah, it was. It was what I absolutely missed the most. And I started back up with like nicotine-free ones, and then it got out of control.
I didn't know you were back on it.
Yeah, not as often because it has to be like timed out because I breastfeed.
Oh.
So.
Still? Oh,
Yeah.
your son. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Other way. We used to smell it in the hallways, and I haven't, so I didn't know you were back to doing it. Maybe you don't do it here.
No, because I have to like pump, and I don't like to waste milk. So.
Aha.
Nobody likes to waste milk. Nice work, Ashley, and all you folks who smoke those vape rods.
I don't see him as much as I used to.
Yeah, I now that I think about it, you're right, Josh. I don't either.
Well, it might be because they made it illegal to sell them at like gas stations. So you can't get the flavored ones at gas stations. You have to go to like an actual tobacco shop. And honestly, that's probably really smart because it does throw a wrench in my ability to get one. Like it does suck when it dies at night in the middle of the night and I can't get one before work because. Where am I supposed to get one?
Is that recent, or maybe it's just certain cities? Because when I was at the funeral for Nick's mom, I had some time to kill, and I went to a grocery store there, and they had a gas station built into it, and there were people buying vapes in front of me.
Yeah, I believe it's certain cities. I believe Minneapolis has made it not okay.
Okay, yeah, people are saying it just depends on the county.
Squirrel killer!
I know. This actually did make me really sad.
It's cute and disturbing at the same time, isn't it?
It made me way too sad.
And impressive, actually.
Like, I laughed at the video, but then at the same time, I'm like, that's not good.
Ashley and the other vape rod enthusiasts are killing squirrels. At the very least, you're getting the squirrels hooked on e-cigarettes. Is that the term, e-cigarette?
I believe that's it. I wonder if there's an e-cigarette company seeing this video and going, okay, maybe we have a new market here.
Right.
And there's so many squirrels.
Oh, they're all over the place.
If they even got 5% of them, they'd have billions of dollars in squirrel vapes.
Kind of like the way the cigarette companies used to do. They'd have a math equation. If we get somebody hooked by 13, that's X number of dollars in their lifetime that we're going to earn. Maybe they're doing that for squirrels now.
Oh, I got to look up the average age of a squirrel.
There's a video going round and round. One of them's out of stupid London. It shows a gray squirrel sucking on one of those vape sticks. There are other videos here and there that show the same thing. Friggin' Rocky. For you older people, you know what I mean when I call a squirrel Rocky. There are many more videos out there of squirrels taking a pull off a vape stick. The issue is the squirrels find those vape rods laying around town from you people, and they're going crazy for the fruity smell and taste that comes off of them. Some squirrel expert nerd called Craig said in the old days you'd see a lot of discarded cigarette butts laying around, but I don't remember squirrels dragging off of them. A vape dong, he says, is much more attractive to a squirrel because it's all fruity.
A friend of mine built a squirrel sanctuary basically in his backyard. Like
That's
they'll come
awesome.
up to him, he hand feeds them, and he's got a whole bunch. They name them because the regular ones come back.
That is so awesome.
Squirrel lovers are pithed. They know that quite a few of those unlucky little bastards are going to be killed dead. And a few of them have already died by, one thing or another that goes along with the vape rod. Microplastics, whatever that means.
I hear that word a lot. I have no idea what it is.
The nicotine will kill a squirrel dead after they chew on those vape peckers.
Dana, it's okay. Microplastics are in absolutely everything. And so unless you want to completely change your lifestyle and be like absolutely miserable, you're going to consume microplastics.
You're mostly microplastic at this point.
Yeah.
Good.
They want you vape people to make sure you throw your little thingy into the trash when you're done with it. Don't just dump it on the ground. Here you go, Ashley.
Who would just dump it on the ground? You know what? I'm done with this. Whoop. That's so weird.
Dogs.
No.
Dogs, too, they say. Dogs are chewing on your discarded douche flute.
Oh, no. Some of those.
And they're dropping dead.
Some of those are. They could get, like, burnt, I imagine, because some of them have, like, batteries in them.
Well, they're not worried about getting burnt. A dog will handle a little burn on its lip. They're dying because they lick up the liquids that are involved, and it'll kill them.
Yeah, get nicotine poisoning. Yep.
So I guess next time you see a squirrel or a dog, pass them a can of Skoal. It might save their life.
Or a Zyn. Is that the stuff you use to try instead of tobacco?
Zins are all the rage
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, because they just do nicotine, no tobacco. I'm sure my dogs have eaten plenty of Zins because of my husband. I don't understand how this happened. Like, why is it on the floor? How did it get on the floor if it was once in your mouth?
He sneezed.
It frustrates me. Sorry, honey.
Oh, I'm not a chewer, Nick. If you sneeze when you have a big wad in, is it going to come flying potentially?
And you have big sneezes.
I do. If I got her parked in the lower deck, Dana, I can keep it in. But if I sneeze when I got some chewing tobacco up here in the cheap seats, an upper decker,
Yeah.
it might end up on your sleeve or your face, or if you're sitting there. Sometimes it's hard to keep them in when they're in the upper deck in the cheap seats.
Sure. Okay.
You have like a deeper pocket in your bottom lip?
No, it's just there's something about. Oh, I've sprayed things in the house. Yeah,
I've never seen you spray anything.
that's because I don't go upper deck here in the building.
Yeah, I guess I haven't noticed that. Aren't you supposed to recycle those things because of the battery in the e-cigarette?
I guess I'm not 100% sure.
What, you just chuck it?
Yeah, I usually throw it in the trash. Or sometimes it just like when I'm aiming for the trash, it ends up in the recycling. So I'm not really sure.
Oftentimes they are right next to each other.
Yeah.
Just every other.
Yeah.
I did trash last time, so I'll recycle this one today.
I mean, I did have a really bad run of just like keeping the empties in my car, but I had to stop doing that because it was like really depressing me when I would clean out my car and I'd find like 15 of them. I'm like, I think I have a problem.
I thought it was pretty funny. There's a restaurant by me, a fast food restaurant, where they have a garbage can and there's the 2 holes on there, right, for your recycling side and your garbage side. And I've noticed that it's just 1 can underneath.
Yes.
It used to be separated. I still put the recycling in the recycling side so I can feel like I'm trying.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, I made an effort. That's not my fault they didn't split it up.
Let me kind of do a little review here. Pancakes by the Lake Jesus has been listening this morning, and he was just listening to our story about vape rods killing squirrels and dogs because vapors leave them on the street. They just throw them on the ground, and these animals pick them up, eat them, and die. Through a series of text messages, I can review for you how Pancakes by the Lake Jesus reacted to this story. So at one point or another, when I was talking about squirrels being killed dead by vape sticks, he said, "Hey, dude, squirrels are all asshats. I say let them die," right? And then when I mentioned that dogs can die, he texted in, "Oh, no, I don't want them to die."
I get it.
I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah. It is funny watching my husband look out the back door at all the squirrel. He hates the red squirrel. He wants that squirrel to die. He has like a
Why?
He has like a pellet gun by the back door, and he's just waiting for the perfect chance to kill it.
Yeah, I know a lot of squirrel killers. I don't get it.
We've
Now,
got a wide variety in our neighborhood. We have a white squirrel, a black squirrel, a red squirrel, regular squirrels. What's the United Colors of Bennington at our place?
There you go.
Was that what it was? Bennington?
Benetton? Yeah, I don't think there was an ing in there, but yeah, I remember the bit. Yeah, we've had this conversation before. I don't get the squirrel hatred, but that's because they've never destroyed anything that I've owned. Whenever we talk about squirrels and I say they don't bother me, people text in and say they ate my boat, they ate my shed, they ate my fence, they ate my Christmas lights, they ate.
I can understand.
I've never had that problem.
Yeah,
If I did, I'm sure my opinion would change.
We had a bunch in our attic for a while.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, they lived. It was kind of creepy hearing them. At first, I thought, we got ghosts. Oh no.
Well, wait a minute now. You've never seen The Exorcist, have you?
No, just the parts everybody's seen.
That's how The Exorcist started. There were some noises up in the attic. They thought it was squirrels, but it wasn't squirrels. It was Satan.
Oh no!
What's the name they used for him in the movie? Pizula?
Oh, that sounds right.
Pazuzu, I think that's the
Isuzu.
trooper.
Joe Isuzu.
I need to know if there's truth to this. Nickname in high school was Jesus. Jesus said that red squirrels are mean. They eat the balls off of the gray squirrels. Seriously.
Whoa.
He said seriously.
There's a lot of people texting in on red squirrels saying they're evil.
They eat balls?
Yeah, what? Is that true?
Bunch
Are
of
you
ball
messing
eaters?
with me?
I didn't know that any one critter would eat the balls off of another.
On
That's
a squirrel,
so
it's a nut.
bogus.
What's that, Josh?
On a squirrel, it's a nut. They're
It's
eating
a
the
nut?
nuts off the squirrels.
I got something for you here now. I do. Did you know that a good percentage of people who are tossed into jail, a good percentage of those folks, will return to jail again at some point in their lives? Something like 80. I just caught a case of dyslexia. I almost said 86%. The real number is something like 68% of people who go away to the cooler will return. Either they don't learn their lesson, or maybe they, for some reason, enjoy incarceration, or they're just stupid people. Whatever the reason, they find themselves in jail over and over again, which is a damn shame. Lots of folks just can't get right. I've made this statement before. They'll go to their grave that way. They just can't get right. Here's a guy. He's in, how do I say this, Josh? Washington. Now, I'm not sure how many times he's been to jail. I can tell you how many times he's been arrested. Let me make sure I have this right. 5, 6, 7. The sumbitch has been arrested 98 F-me running times.
It's incredible.
What are you doing, dude? Why?
How is he out? There should be a mercy rule for the court. Like, we can't have you in here anymore. You're wasting so much time and money.
We've got a backlog of cases. We've seen you 3 times this month already.
I mean,
Isn't there certain states that have like a rule for that? It's like a 3-strike rule.
Not a clue.
Yeah, it becomes a felony.
Yeah, is that New York maybe?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, they need to implement that everywhere.
What a pain in the ass also for the cops to constantly be babysitting this clown.
Right, I'm sure they all know him and they all can't stand him.
Yep.
This dude, who obviously doesn't care at all that he's completely flushed his entire life down the toilet, his latest caper, his latest reason for arrest, involves him driving a motor vehicle down the road. And you'll enjoy this. He had a bong installed on the dashboard of this motor vehicle so he could smoke illegal drugs while driving.
So he's got some talent.
Despite my frustration with this guy, I have to admit that I'd like to see that dash bong in action. I would.
Sounds like something from the show Pimp My Ride on MTV back in the day.
I used to love that show.
Sweet.
With Exhibit.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I would have loved something like that when I was in high school.
He built some kind of a bonge and installed it into his dashboard so he could just lean forward a little bit now and suck off of the bong to intake illegal, dangerous street drugs.
That
like
really
marijuana
helped me.
would be one, for example.
Yeah.
That would have helped you?
Yeah, absolutely. I was pretty proud of my skill of being able to drive a stick shift and hit a bong at the same time. But it would be cool if I didn't have to do that. That took some learning. It took
That's
a couple.
Impressive.
This is
tries.
my hybrid that I'm driving right now.
Unfortunately, Dash Bong guy, cops saw him going down the road. They knew he must be doing something. They pulled him over. Dash Bong guy had to go ahead and try to race the cops. He hit the bong and the gas pedal in his garbage car and made the cops chase him at 100-some miles per hour. So he's lucky he didn't kill an 8-year-old girl on a bicycle. But as they had done 97 times before, the cops caught Dash Bong Dork and arrested him. He had a lady in the car with him. Ooh, I bet she's a real piece of work. Don't you think, Josh? I bet she's a super...
If she's there willing,
Yeah.
I'd have some questions. You got to call the car or the dude Blaze Runner, don't you? You got to give him a
Blaze
cool
Runner.
Blaze. I bet the both of them just smell awful, don't you think? This guy and his girlfriend.
Probably.
So, Dash Bong guy, he got a fresh DWI. Obviously, he had a pile of dope in the car, meth rocks, heroin rocks, fentanyl rocks, and his now infamous, this is how the cops put it, his custom bong device built into the dash of the vehicle so he could comfortably smoke drugs while driving. It's incredible to me how some folks are wired. That's who you want to be? The guy who's been arrested in and out of jail 98 times?
I mean, does he have the world's best lawyer? I don't understand how this can...
I don't know.
This guy can be out.
But, I mean, that's... You can't hold down a job. You never have more than $20 in your pocket. Why?
Sounds miserable. My God.
What's so hard about regular life? I mean, regular life
I don't
has
get
its
that.
challenges. Regular life has its challenges. But it ain't that damn hard.
I have one of those people in my life, and I just don't understand what is so wrong about having a normal job and just, living a normal life.
It's wiring.
This
It's bad wiring.
Yep.
As far as the young lady in the passenger seat, somebody wants to know if she hit the lap bong as he was hitting the dashboard bong. The lap bong. That's good. I thought so. Nobody else did.
I liked it. You got an
I thought
A
that
out of
was
me.
I don't know if
creative.
I get it. Lap bong?
The lap bong. You know what a bong looks like, right?
Yeah.
Now picture a penis.
Oh,
And
his
a penis would
lap.
be in the lap.
His lap. Okay. I got more
That was
people.
a good joke, and you deserved better. This person that texted that in.
I got more people to bitch about here. How many times have we said this? That obsessive social media crowd. They'll do any damn thing to be noticed. And we mean any effing thing. No consideration for anybody else, lie, steal, whatever it takes to be a somebody. It's a sickness. And it's a major contributor, in my opinion, to why society is crumbling beneath our feet as we speak. I mean, try and make this up. You can't. It's that deep and dark. Here's a gal. She's clearly insane. Her existence 100% revolves around social media. She calls herself an influencer. Her name is Monarchy. Monarchy. That's a new one. She has kids, for Christ's sake. But none of that matters. She needs more followers, more clicks. Me. I need. So with no consideration for her husband or her children, she upped and staged her own kidnapping to get more folks to pay attention to her on social media.
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman?
That's the kind of vibe she gives off. Yeah. Or wait, no, that's not the girl in Gone Girl. It's the other girl that kind of looks like her. Who's the chick in Gone Girl? They look alike. They're blondes.
I don't know what the hell we're talking about here.
Oh, yeah. She what is her name? You ever seen Gone
Rosamund
Girls?
Pike.
Yeah, so she stages.
Rosamund Pike.
Gone Girl?
I
Yeah.
can picture the girl. I never knew her name.
Okay.
And she's like a well-known person, you're saying?
I guess I just know her from that. I thought she was in some other stuff, but yeah, that's kind of like the vibe she gives off. Like she makes it look like her husband killed her. It's pretty cool.
She framed her husband in
Yeah.
a very meticulous and detailed way.
Yeah.
I thought you saw that movie and hated her.
Gone
for that.
Girl.
Yeah, with Ben Affleck.
Okay.
I thought you've talked about this
I don't
before.
really remember. Did I hate the movie?
No, you just hated her
Oh,
for what she did to him.
I don't know who
I
we're
thought
talking
she was
about.
so cool for that.
Monarchy. Okay, she staged her own kidnapping to get more folks to pay attention to her on social media. She was arrested a couple days ago for that. I guess it all started a year ago. Monarchy told her followers that she and her husband, Lucas, were confronted by armed derelicts. She said the derelicts pulled up in a car, pointed weapons at him, and forced him to get into the vehicle. The derelicts then took them deep into the woods, held them hostage, and forced them to pay a ransom to let them go. The local cops, wherever she lives, and it doesn't matter, they obviously took an interest in such a story. They started looking into it. What they found out is that Monarchy set the whole thing up. Monarchy was working with a few of the derelicts that tied him up and took him into the woods and threatened to kill him. It sounds like the deal was Monarchy arranged for the derelicts to get a good amount of money through that phony ransom, and in return, she would get this incredible survival story that would boost the balls off of her social media page.
What a piece of crap.
I don't get the logic there.
And guess what? Her sorry bastard husband had no effing clue it was a setup. He truly believed the entire time that they could be killed at any moment and they would never see their children again. So, Donachie, what did I say her name was?
Monarchy.
Monarchy.
Or I don't know if it's Monique, but it's got a Y at the end, so.
Monarchy, she and her...
Monique would make more sense.
Monique? Can I just continue
Sorry,
with
I didn't say anything because I like Monarchy.
That is
And
funny.
Who knows? Maybe it is Monarchy.
Monarchy and her conspirators are going to be put away for a long damn time for this. A side note here, one of the peckerheads she hired to pull off this fake kidnapping just got murdered. I don't know what the hell happened. Yeah, I don't know.
What's going on there?
All of this nonsense for what? For social media attention.
How do you not look ahead to see the repercussions here? All the people you're, putting at risk, I guess, and not to mention the heartbreak for people, all the energy that goes into the investigation, and you're likely going to get in so much trouble.
The
Delusional.
draw of fame. The draw of being noticed. I'm a somebody. Everybody knows Monarchy. Well, you probably recognize me. I'm Monarchy. I'm on social media. That's what it is, Josh. It makes them freaking crazy.
Have you seen her butt?
No.
Oh.
Okay, because I was wondering if your level of anger would change, because she's got the butt that I know you'll like.
She got a big fat ass.
Yeah, she does.
Well, it can't be that great if she has to do this kind of thing to get famous.
Yeah, you're saying like usually the butt would be enough?
Yeah.
That's a great point, Ashley.
When she walks, does it go
Genius.
just as much north-south as it does east-west?
I only saw still photos of her.
Oh, she is pretty, but I can understand why she would have to do something like
She's
that.
got to go a little
Oh,
extra.
You don't
Yeah.
think she's all the way there?
Kind of like a butter face.
What would you rank her?
Ranker?
Yeah, out of 10. Wait, you think she's a
Like a
butterface?
7.
Butterface.
Here's another one.
I haven't heard that term in so long, by the way.
Oh, that is
Oh,
that is a better picture of her face.
We call you a butterface all the time.
Oh, I'm sure you
You've
do.
never
Oh my
heard-
gosh, she has the most perfect teeth. Okay, never mind. She's a 9. I'd give her a 9. Those teeth,
Now
beautiful.
this is cute now. After all this lady has done, the balls on her lawyers. Her lawyers are asking for her to be taken out of jail and put into house arrest because she has children. You know what? You should have considered your children before you planned a fake kidnapping, you dildo.
Yes,
Hey, they might be better off without mom for a while.
Wait,
100%.
for a while? How about for good? She has kids. She's a mother. She should be with her.
Does that mean I can do whatever I want?
Right.
Because then I'm going to get off the hook?
Right.
You got a free pass.
Should have friggin' thought about your damn kids before. You should have thought about your husband. Yeah. He's over here. He's crapping in his pants in the woods, terrified of the thought of a knife blade across his neck or a shotgun blast to the chest.
My husband would be so pissed.
The husband, what does he do now?
My husband would hire somebody to actually kidnap me and kill me if
Yeah.
something like this happened. He'd be
You-
like, oh, you want to play this game?
We can make this real.
After what you put me through, are you out of your damn mind?
He's getting full custody.
How long would it take for him to notice you were missing? Because I bet I could go 3-4 days before anybody in my house would notice I wasn't even there.
It would be very fast.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I
I'd-
suppose you got a new kid.
I think like within 30 minutes.
Are you kidding me, Cubby? Those folks can't cross the street without you.
I think it might take him a couple days.
You got to be friggin' kidding me. You got to remember, we know your family.
Yeah, you do.
They couldn't cross the street without Cubby.
I don't know about that.
They'd be living in a spider hole without you. A spider hole.
They kind of are. Like I said, I walked through a spider web the other day.
Oh, that's right. You're still traumatized about that, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we're
bet.
putting our house on the market. Lindahl, call me.
That's what it takes.
Yeah, none of the structural damage, all the things that have gone wrong with the house, the spider web is what finally gets you to sell the damn place.
Yeah, you're acting like that's weird. I didn't know we had spiders here. I knew we had to replace every freaking window in this place.
I know we didn't have any insulation whatsoever, but the spider, that's too far.
And our furnace didn't work.
One of my old buddies lived in the tiniest house you've ever seen up in Spring Lake Park. I mean, you walk in the front door, your left hip hits the toilet, your right hip hits the stove. You kind of...
Yeah, I had one of those places.
You have to kind of skinny up your body to get through the kitchen. Oh, I'm in the living room already. Just the tiniest little. And when you walk into the place, he'd say, "Welcome to the spider hole."
Dude, I
Or-
wish I would have called it that.
To keep it fresh and not overdo it, sometimes when you'd walk in, he'd say, "Welcome to the shoebox." All right, back to the can't get right theme. Let me see if I have this all lined up proper. So we got a jabroni who likes to steal cars. He got in trouble for that. So he had to go to court and talk to a judge about stealing cars. And when he pulled up to the courthouse to face the music over stealing cars, the cops noticed that he was driving a stolen car. He stole a car in order to go to court to talk about stealing cars.
He can't be stopped.
I think it's one of those. Nah, I'm giving him too much credit. I was just gonna ask, is it something where he would think, "Oh, I'm gonna get away with this," because there's no way they would assume I'd ever steal a car on my way to court for stealing a car. He's probably just too dumb.
You know what his friggin' name is? Monarchy. No, the repeat car thief douchebag is called Otero. He's 41 years old, still stealing cars for a living. F you, Otero. Do something, will you? You're effing 41 years old already. Do something with your friggin' life. Quit bothering everybody.
Wonder if that's fun for the judge or just annoying. Maybe they see this stuff more often than makes the news. And at this point, it's annoying. But I think that would give me a little bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
That's the message I have for all the shady people. Leave everyone alone. Stop bothering people. You want to be shady, but keep it to yourself. Why do the shady people always make themselves our problem? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shady people should just do shady stuff to other shady people.
You want to smoke drugs?
Throw it on it.
You want to smoke drugs, but don't break into my house to steal my money for your drugs. Get a job and make your own drug money. Be a man about it. You want to drive a cool car, but don't take mine. Get your own effing car. Be a man.
I know some of you won't get this, but I'm sure people in the listening audience will. Since on Baby Jesus said it's like Doug Judy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That was the first thing I thought of, but I couldn't remember his name.
I know the show, but what happened there?
He just will not stop stealing cars. He has a serious issue, and so Peralta, the main detective,
Andy
he's
Samberg.
constantly trying to catch him, and then he does, and then he gets away because he decides to steal another car.
He's played by Craig Robinson from The Office. A very funny character.
Yeah. Yep. Wasn't he Craig on The Office? Was that his name on The Office?
Daryl?
Oh, Daryl. Okay.
You know, you want to jag off? Go ahead and jag off. Don't walk onto my property at 3 o'clock in the morning and look in my window to jag off. Jack it at your own place. Be a man about it. That's the way that's my vibe on the whole schmear.
Yeah.
Hey! Well, there you go. This last one's too long, so I think I'll sit on it. What do you got to say to the shady people out there, Josh?
Well, I hope you find the help you need. And just, life's perspective. Maybe look at life a different way. You can be better. You can be better than what you're doing right now.
That was such a great Josh answer.
It's Josh's special birthday broadcast, 651-989-9393. Wish Josh a happy birthday.
Sports on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Yeah, Rogers did a good job. I mean, we're 1 for 12 with runners in scoring position. We have to be better than that. When he needed to put the ball on the ground, he did. And then, we had 2 innings where Mayo made a really nice play and Gunner made a really nice play. And, those 2 balls and then the fact that, and give them credit, they hit 2 balls where we were not standing ended up being the determining factor in the game.
That's what you do. You try to hit them where they ain't. It's Cubby's birthday broadcast. This here in a minute will be the Cubby's birthday broadcast sports report. If you haven't gotten Josh something for his birthday just yet, you got all day to get it done. It'll be his birthday all day. I just found out what he really wants for his birthday. He wants a cream pie.
Oh. I hate that term. That's so gross. God, that's I don't know why. I don't know why that gets me, but disgusting.
I don't like it either.
A cream pie is gross?
Yeah.
You were in Boston recently. Did you get a Boston cream pie while you were in Boston?
It ruined cream pies for me. I know what you guys are doing. Don't text, don't acknowledge my birthdays. It's very embarrassing. But for those that you did, thank you so much. We got to think, what was the Jesus name?
Twisted Mind Jesus.
Twisted Mind Jesus. He sent some breakfast to us.
What?
There's an insane amount of bagels in there.
Any kind of bagel you want.
There's only 4 of us on the show.
Well, he knows that Josh is a big eater.
I am a big eater.
True eater, actually.
Thank you. I also am a true eater.
Who's got the black light?
No.
We just got a bag of bagels from a stranger?
It came straight from DoorDash.
I never
You're
thought
good.
of that.
It's sealed. The bag is sealed. I thought about opening the bag just to mess with you, but
Where did this come from? Where did you find a bag of bagels?
it was in the front by the front door.
I feel some schmear. Why is it called schmear in the bagel world?
I don't know if I like that word.
Yeah, it's cream cheese, right?
I'm not touching one of those friggin' things.
Oh, I'll eat all of them.
It reminds me, one of my buddies got in this horrific fight with his wife, where it looked like they were done. Really bad fight with the wife. He goes off and lives somewhere else, right? For a stretch of time. But his wife brought over like a bucket of spaghetti and left it spaghetti and meatballs and left it at the door
That's nice.
for her husband to enjoy. Yeah, I know we had this terrible fight, and it was bad. But here's this bucket of spaghetti and meatballs. I made them for you. And my buddy, who was living with a couple of people, after the fight, he just started windmilling it down. And one of his buddies walked in and said, "Where'd you get that?" My wife dropped it off. You're going to eat that? You don't know what the hell she did to that after the fight that you guys had? He's just destroying the spaghetti. You're really going to trust that, huh? I don't think I would have if I was him. Here, eat kind of a thing, right?
That's a little sketchy.
I wouldn't have had any of those spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah, it could have been a Cartman and Scott Tenorman like situation. Do you remember that episode?
She's eating he's eating his parents.
Yes.
I was just gonna say I'd probably trust it, but I forgot. I did have a girlfriend ex-girlfriend. It was like a year after we broke up, though. She dropped a bunch of Christmas cookies off at my house, and I almost went for it, but my roommate at the time, he did say maybe that's a bad idea.
Yeah, that's weird.
See, there you go.
Yeah, those are pube cookies.
She would leave notes every once in a while, and then she'd make some cookies.
A little bit of a stalker vibe there.
Keep in mind, this was like a "I hate you, I hope you die" type of a fight. You know what I mean? A few days later, he's eating a meal that she cooked for him. I don't know, brother. I haven't seen him since. The Twins lost their opener. Wasn't much going on in that ball game. A close game.
So boring.
Did you watch the game?
I watched a little bit of it.
Got to get rid of the manager.
Yeah, I caught the end of it actually at a restaurant bar nearby my house, and there were some old timers there that they thought that legitly that they.
Oh, they were actually saying that.
Oh, yeah.
After the first game.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, one guy. I was out at. I was getting dinner too, and one guy at the bar was like, "Well, 161 more of these to go." It's like, dude, chill out. It's okay.
I think a lot of Twins fans are feeling that.
It's all right, buddy.
The Pigs won. The basketball tournament goes on. There was some pretty good stuff last night. What else? Golden Gopher women play that tournament game tonight. We'll get into it with Randy Shaver here in a little while. Josh has some birthday news next.
Half-assed morning show. 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a smart club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
The NFL Draft, presented by Bud Light, is coming to Pittsburgh, and it's your chance to witness the future of the game for free from April 23rd to April 25th. Feel the energy of the NFL Draft. See the Vince Lombardi Trophy and Super Bowl rings. Meet NFL players and legends. Enjoy interactive games and live music performances, and be there as the future of the NFL takes center stage. The NFL Draft starts April 23rd. Register for free entry at NFL.com/draft access today.
Hey, wait a minute. You two look kind of familiar. Ain't you them kids that have been whacking off in my tool shed?
93X Half-assed morning show.
At first, we didn't even notice until we saw the email.
That's like crazy, but it's like it happens.
On the very same campus where Dana managed to light himself on fire after too many Three Wiseman shots, a student at St. Cloud State University is accused of threatening a shooting against a fraternity that rejected him. He does not handle rejection well.
Apparently not.
Police got the call after a concerned student reached out to the university's public safety department reporting a 29-year-old man had been making threats to shoot up the fraternity.
29?
Yeah, it seems kind of old to be a pledge.
Yeah, if I was an 18-year-old in a frat, I don't know if I'd want the 29-year-old Uncle Rico hanging out with us.
I would think he was a narc, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nah, there's no way this guy's not a cop.
Is this Frank the Tank from old school?
I don't know. What kind of plugs does he have?
Well, I guess you could supply the beer.
Yeah, that might change things. If he's got some guys that can get some stuff,
I didn't
might
consider
be okay
that.
with it.
Is this a case where he got rejected 7 or 8 years ago and he's still friggin' hanging on to it?
It doesn't say when. It seems like it'd be recent, but I guess.
Wow.
I read 2 articles on it, and it didn't say when. The reporting student was actually a member of that fraternity, while the suspect didn't make the cut as a pledge. Court documents described an encounter in a campus skyway. The suspect approached the student from behind and asked if he had sent someone to jump him, referencing to something he said happened a few weeks earlier. He then pivoted to the rejection and promised payback, saying, "If I find out who sent them, I will shoot them, even if it's you." He also told the student that he was dangerous, which, given the context, does seem accurate. Police say this wasn't a one-off. He had a pattern of pointed proclamations, making sure people knew he could cause harm if he wanted to. He claimed to own both a rifle and a handgun.
Oh, my God.
In another incident, he gestured toward a traffic light outside the fraternity house and said they should play a real-life Squid Games, referencing the game from the Netflix drama where anyone who moved at a red light would be shot.
They didn't tell us anything. I feel like they should have put us into lockdown if they knew something like this could have was going on.
So to sum up the clips you've heard so far,
like it happens.
I didn't add any likes. Those were all the likes that were in there.
That's that St. Cloud State education, baby, and I'm proud of it.
Once again,
like it happens.
That's how it went. When officers arrived on campus, they located him in class. He denied making the threats, but his backpack told a more complicated story. Inside was a handgun loaded, plus a second full magazine. Officers also reported finding a knife and replica firearms.
Brought that to class.
Yeah, he had it in class.
Right.
Police added he had previously been found incompetent to stand trial in multiple cases, including 3 stalking charges. That ruling prohibited him from possessing a firearm. Later, the university president addressed the campus community, noting that law enforcement had responded to a credible threat. At the same time, they said the suspect wasn't openly displaying a weapon, and there was no ongoing threat to campus.
I don't hear a lot of good things about St. Cloud State anymore.
No.
Sounds like it has kind of gone downhill.
I mean, things were always squirrely up there. Mm-hmm. A lot of drinking and fighting and unprotected sex and some gunplay here and there back in the day. But I hear things are pretty miserable up there.
Yeah, I mean, when I was in my early 20s or whatever, when my friends were in college, I never heard good things about that place.
I never heard bad things. I mean, outside of people say, "Oh, it's a party school." You know, when I was picking which college to go to, everyone's like, "You should go to." I went to Moorhead, but you should go to St. Cloud State. That's a party school.
Yeah. I had a great time up there.
At the time, they called it the Minnesota Stout. You know, Wisconsin has Stout, which I always heard was a party school. At least back then.
It certainly was. It certainly was. But the story a couple days ago about the new Golden Gopher men's hockey coach. Frenchie is the name. Every article I read included how, what's the word in attendance?
Enrollment.
Enrollment is just bottomed out. It's kind of sad.
It is.
Sad to read because, I also had a lot of fun up there. I really loved it.
I was always told if I valued my safety at all, I wouldn't go there. So I've decided to never go there.
Well, we'll take you up there sometime. We'll make a weekend of it.
I saw a guy get pistol whipped at Marquette. I mean, so it's it's all over the place.
That's cool.
Just about 96 miles south.
That dude was visiting from St. Cloud State, Josh.
He was visiting from St. Cloud State. Just about 96 miles south and 6 years after Dana ducked into an uptown alley to crap in a backpack.
I can drag today.
That's all I had. That's it.
I love it, though. No, bring it. Bring it.
It's fun. I love your stories. Minnesota higher education has delivered again. A Gustavus Adolphus College professor is facing multiple charges after stealing ammunition and gun parts for an AR-15. The 52-year-old health and physical education teacher has been charged with theft and possession of burglary tools following a March 14th incident at a Scheels store in Eden Prairie. According to the criminal complaint, police were called that evening after a store security officer spotted the professor slipping gun parts and ammunition into his pockets. The officer says he watched the man take a boxed AR trigger and used a pocket knife to neatly slice open the plastic, careful not to disturb the security lock. He then pocketed the trigger along with an AR charging handle and ammunition before attempting to walk out without paying. He didn't make it far. Investigators said this wasn't a one-off for him either. The same man allegedly pulled similar thefts on February 25th, March 2nd, March 5th, March 7th, and March 9th, repeatedly helping himself to ammunition and gun parts, police say. All told, the haul topped $1,200. His next court appearance is scheduled for May 6th, which, for what it's worth, is also National Crepe Suzette Day, or Suzette Day.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I
By
had
the
that
way,
on the calendar.
I did get permission from Dana to go after him a couple times in the news. And you were very gracious about it.
Oh, of course. Always. Those are funny stories.
A Florida woman was arrested this week after selling other people's homes, despite not being a realtor. Deputies say she cooked up a scheme with supposed help from famous country music stars as her rootin' tootin' conspirators to run a honky-tonk housing scam. When did it become realtor and not realtor?
That's a good question.
About 9 or 10 years ago.
I still say realtor.
Yeah, I've tried not to, just because I've been corrected now.
A realtor just sounds so stupid. I can't do it.
I agree. If I was a realtor, I'd say, nah, I'm a realtor. Must have always been that way, but they got tired of it or something.
Yep.
It's like an athlete whose name has been mispronounced for years and finally like, by the way, it's pronounced this.
Deputies began their investigation after receiving a call from a woman who said her property had been sold to someone else, but there was just one teeny problem. It wasn't for sale. Records showed the homeowner as the seller, but the ID photo told a different story, that of 63-year-old outlaw Cheryl Jefferson. Another case soon popped up involving a victim who learned a home had been built on their vacant lot without their knowledge. And Jefferson apparently didn't change her tune. Detectives revealed they eventually uncovered 4 other cases connected to her involving fraudulent property sales, 2 more in Florida, 1 in Georgia, and another in Colorado. Jefferson told detectives she had opened the bank account for a friend whom she believed to be Brian Kelly, a band member of Florida Georgia Line, police wrote. Jefferson also stated she thought the funds were for the construction of a recording studio in Nashville. She lied. Polk County deputies also searched her cell phone, finding texts between her and another person she claimed to be Chase Rice, the name of another famous country music singer.
Yeah, you got him on speed dial.
She does, according to her.
Uh-huh.
Crime knows no borders, and it doesn't stop at the Florida-Georgia line, Sheriff Rick Staley said.
All right, buddy.
Come on, dude.
This criminal may claim she has some high-profile friends, but I don't see her friends getting her out of the jam she's put herself in.
He didn't do the friends in low places routine?
No, he left it at that.
Maybe he just forgot about it in the moment, heat of the moment.
Getting scammed out of your own home sounds like the kind of hard luck story that could inspire a country song, which is fitting, because today is Quirky Country Music Song Title Day.
Quirky Country Music Song Title Day.
Here's a few examples of such songs. I Flushed You from the Toilets of My Heart.
That rings a bell.
J.D. Blackfoot. I Wouldn't Take Her to a Dog Fight because I'm Afraid She'd Win. Charlie Walker.
Jesus.
From the Statler Brothers, You Can't Have Your Katie and Edith too.
Holy.
That's good. I like that.
Yep.
That is absolutely one of the worst things I've ever heard.
You can't have your Kate. Oh, I screwed it up even. Dang, it's even better. I screwed it up.
Kate?
Yeah, Kate. I got to get glasses. Honestly, I'm having a lot of trouble reading this.
You are 51 now.
You can't have your Kate and Edith too.
Yeah.
Jesus balls.
If the phone don't ring, baby, you'll know it's me. From Rusty Ford. I'm so miserable without you, it's just like having you around. Billy Walker. Of course, there's Trace Atkins' Honky Tonk Badonka-Donk. Again.
Oh, I hate that one.
That song makes my skin crawl.
I will sing it every time, but I hate it.
I saw it performed live.
And you lived to tell about it?
It's life-changing.
I almost didn't make it.
Were people just in love? I mean, how
It was a huge hit at the time.
It was.
a big hit.
It was everywhere.
A lot of girls in cowboy boots and little mini jean skirts shaking their butt.
I wish.
Oh.
Quirky, like I said, I'm blind now. Country Music Song Title Day. A couple more here for you. Drop Kick Me Jesus Through the Goalposts of Life, Bobby Bear. Tequila Makes Her Clothes Fall Off, Joe Nichols.
I love that song.
That's a good tune.
Yep.
And Kenny Chesney's She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy.
Somebody texted in one that should be on that list. Deed Down in Dallas. I can't say the...
Deed Down?
Oh,
Yeah.
the full word.
Like
Every-
you got...
Like the short name for Richard?
Yeah, every time I hear that song, I'm like, is this legit?
When I was a kid, a couple of my dad's buddies, I don't remember who the singer was, but a couple of my dad's buddies would bring these dirty country cassette tapes on fishing trips. Holy nuts, did I hear some things. Dirty country songs. I can remember one was about a gal named Pamela and what she would allow boys to do to her at the bar.
Were they jokes, kind of?
What do you mean?
Like, like 80s rock.
Like Steel Panther.
Yeah. So, like was it a Steel Panther type of thing or like a Motley Crue, girls?
I really don't know. I really don't know what the intent was of the dirty songs, but they were something. Blankety blank Pamela down at Billy's bar. I wish I could tell you what they were doing. But
Yeah, I want to know.
Awful.
I just heard Neck Born. Dana, your neck.
Born.
your neck just went for it on the.
Oh, it
you
did?
hear it? Yeah.
I honestly didn't even notice.
That was a loud one. In theaters this week, a woman takes a job as a housekeeper in a New York City high-rise, unaware of the building's history of disappearances.
In the history.
She soon realizes the community is shrouded in mystery in the new horror action movie, They Will Kill You. Streaming on Hulu, Mike and Nick and Alice. Vince Vaughn and James Marsden star in the time travel action comedy where Vince is a gangsta who travels back in time to save his best friend's life after his younger self arranges to have him killed for sleeping with his wife. And on Peacock, the story of Bambi takes a very dark turn, reimagining him as a mutated deer on a deadly rampage, seeking revenge for his mother's death in Bambi, The Reckoning.
Heck yeah.
Are they just going to do this with every old time? Because, Ashley, you saw the Winnie the Pooh one, right?
Dude, it was so good. Me and my husband still do like a bit from it to this day. It's so fun.
Bambi was a boy?
They called it a boy, so maybe it's a boy in the movie?
I guess I don't know. My parents never showed me that movie, which was probably very smart.
Well, we saw Bambi was a little girl.
Could be in the cartoon. I don't remember. But yeah, in the movie, they're calling it a boy.
It's been a lot of years.
Yeah, actually, they didn't show you Bambi because they didn't think it was violent enough, so they just took you out and had you shoot actual deer instead.
Shout out to Emma listening this morning. We sure appreciate that. Happy 22nd anniversary to narcissistic sociopath Jesus. And from Counting Have Cool Will Travel Jesus. Happy birthday to Metal Hand Finishing Jesus and his dog Spike. They've got the same birthday.
Cute.
I throw dodgeballs at kids for a living. Jesus. Text a happy 28th birthday on Sunday to his amazing wife. Happy birthday to What's That Smell Jesus tomorrow. Happy 47th birthday to I Like Steph Curry Jesus from your Huggy Bear Jesus. And happy 12th to Lincoln. MILF Jesus. Happy birthday to MILF Jesus from Got MILF Jesus. And to all the Joes, Joeys, Josephs, Yosefs, Yusufs, Jose's, or if you're Italian, Giuseppes out there, happy National Joe Day to you. And that's 93X News.
Randy Shaver.
On the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Foligno is able to roof it. Marcus Foligno, welcome back to the lineup. And he is able to put one past Tarasov for the game's first goal.
Randy Shaver, what's going on, man?
Not too much. Glad it's Friday.
Yeah, I'm ready to cut loose from this friggin' nightmare. I don't know what you're bitching about. You don't do anything.
Busy week for a retired guy, Randy?
Very busy.
Coming out hot.
Get it out of the way now, Randy. Wish Josh a happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Josh.
Oh, thanks so much, Randy. I appreciate that.
29 again.
Been 29 for a very long time.
Yes.
Can you believe this little hairless sumbitch is 51 years old?
Wow.
As hairless as the day he was born.
We were young men when we first met.
I remember when I was 51. Oh, those were the days.
Well, I remember when Josh turned 31. I mean, we've known each other for a long time. I remember when Josh turned 31, and the next day I said, what'd you get for your birthday? And he said, I got a piece of ass and a T-shirt, and they were both too big.
Sounds like a great birthday.
Can you believe it? Lil Cubby over there.
I'm convinced the website folks hate my guts because, I don't take good pictures no matter what. So it's got to be very difficult. They've got a tough job trying to put some of those up.
Did they screw you over again?
Yeah. Ashley showed me, I don't know if it was social media where they posted it. I get a lot of hell, deservedly so, because I can't take a picture. And they posted a photo of me, like, I think this must have been when I first started because I had bleach, well, I don't know what you say, bleach blonde, I had dyed hair. And I think I was 24.
That is not you.
I'm trying to remember. So I didn't have that when I started here. I was 20. I was maybe 24 years old when they took that picture. I had hair.
It looks like maybe you were posing for a company ID or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But
why would they do that to me? And how do they still have that photo?
Yeah, I'd like to go through the photos and have a fire pit nearby. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
We don't need any of those old photos floating around. Oh, yeah, he went through the hair dye routine for a while.
Oh, yeah, everyone in this building for a while had that same color hair, and when we were the Edge, and I fell for it. I did the same thing.
You had blue hair?
No, I did red hair for like 2 days.
I mean, we're talking like Crayola magic marker red hair.
Okay. Yeah, it was stupid. It was dumb. I tried it. But so that photo's up there, and I know that's not going to do very well for me online.
Well,
there's 84 comments on the photo. Would you like me to read some of them to you?
Not if they're going to hurt my feelings.
I haven't looked at them. I'm sure they're all just everybody always has nice things to say about you, Josh. Everyone loves you.
It's Josh's birthday.
Well, thank you guys. It's embarrassing.
It's the one day of the year where I can not even try to keep track of the text messages because they come flying in so fast.
I do very much appreciate it, as embarrassing as it is.
You're a loved man, Josh.
No, that's not true. Not even my family loved me. So you hear what
What
my
does this
son
say?
compared me to his butthole in a card he made me. So. I'm not even lying.
Oh, so it was a homemade card.
Yeah, he made he put zero effort into it whatsoever, and it was insulting.
Well, I was wondering, was there a split second where you thought like, oh, a homemade card, he put some thought in this is nice, and then you look at it and you're like, oh.
Well, I saw it and I thought, well, his mom, I'm sure, had to remind him that it was my birthday.
I'm sorry, he called you a butthole?
He compared my appearance to his.
Here's a guy texted in, Dust Dr. Jesus, who says, I took a picture with Cubby at the state fair last year. Yeah, he's not good looking.
I know. I tell people, it's not for a lack of trying. Maybe I should start practicing in the mirror or something. I don't know my face. I don't know how to do it.
Tell us the comparison that more importantly, my godson, disrespectful, ungrateful that he is, and I'm going to have a talk with him about this.
Very much so.
How did he compare you to his...
I barely read it, to be honest.
his butthole?
Yeah, his. There was something there. I just, quite honestly, I saw it and I recycled it immediately.
You don't physically discipline people, do you?
Physically?
Yeah.
No, I grew up that way and I chose not to.
He's got a birthday today and he's 51. Hey, in the intro there, we played a little bit of the Pigs game last night. So the Foligno brothers played their first game together as Pigs last night, even though they've been on the same roster for a while, but Marcus has been unable to take the ice. So the Foligno brothers played their first game together as Pigs teammates last night. Head coach Gene Snitsky, from what I understand, puts them on the same line, and Dinkus scored a goal.
That's great.
That was awesome.
Very cool.
That's fabulous.
Marcus scored a goal.
What a moment. I bet he kept that puck.
And the boys won last night's game in Florida. They won it by a final of 3-2. Joel Eriksson Ek scored a goal with 4.4 seconds left, avoiding their, 328th overtime game of the season?
Sure seems that way.
Scored a goal with 4 seconds left. Feathers put a lot of shots on goal last night, near 50. Up next, they play in Boston tomorrow. They play the Bruins. So I'm sure it was a cool moment for the brothers.
Here we go. I've been called a dick with ears. I told you I can't take a picture.
No, neither one of us can.
You're much better. You're not bad at taking pictures. You're just, for whatever reason, the camera doesn't do you any justice. You're much better looking in person, if you don't mind me saying.
Well, that's quite nice.
It's true.
You often do say that.
It's very true.
Now, did I show you the latest picture of me sleeping?
Your wife sent it to me.
Was that horrific or what?
You look half dead.
Oh, my damn. I look like my grandfather on my mother's side. And I look like my grandmother from my mother's side minutes before he passed. Randy, are you going to be okay?
Uh-oh.
Speaking of passing,
Sorry.
Randy.
Water down the wrong pipe.
Jesus.
It's the worst.
Sorry.
Anyway, yeah, the wife likes to take pictures of me when I sleep. And the latest one, which is...
Your wife, what? Why does she do that?
Because she's weird. She's creepy.
That's creepy.
I like that she shows us, She'll text.
The latest one is by far the worst. I look exactly like my Grandpa George minutes before he took his last breath. I'm trying to find it here for you. Oh, it's unnerving. Anyway, how about those college basketball games, by God? The Iowegians, they dumped Fred Hoiberg right on his ass.
Did you watch the game?
Yes.
I did, yes.
What in the world were they doing?
They effed it up.
Late in the game, under a minute, down by 3, and they only put 4 players on the court?
Yeah.
What in the... I was...
That's one less than usual, right?
Honestly, I was stunned at that.
So was I.
I've never seen that before. The guys after the game were talking about how the referees were supposed to allow them to make sure they had 5 on the floor.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, that didn't happen. But still, I mean, and I know Fred took responsibility for it, but that's just a blunder that's unbelievable.
I don't think I'd ever seen that before either. It was very late in the game. Nebraska needed the basketball so badly. Iowa's inbounding the basketball under their own basket. That is, if inbounding is a word. Inbounding, you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
And the ball gets chucked down the court, and everybody watching at home, everybody in the arena must have thought, what's this sumbitch from Iowa doing wide open down the court where there wasn't a 5th man on the floor for the Cornhuskers to guard him? Like you said, Fred and the coaching staff didn't notice. The referees didn't notice. Easy layup with the foul for the Iowegian kid, and that was the end of the game. That was a major F-up. I'm trying to think of something to compare it to.
It's usually too many on the field or court, not too few.
Right.
I'm trying to think of a colossal personnel F-up like that from past big games, whether it be basketball, football. I just I can't for the life of me. Fred looked a little embarrassed after the game when he was asked about that.
Oh, he should be.
Freddie Hoiberg.
Yeah, I mean...
The other problem was Nebraska couldn't hit anything in the second half. They just could not hit a shot in the second half. What was the end result, the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game? Did the Iowegians outscore Nebraska something like 19-0 or something like that?
Yeah,
it felt that way.
Yeah, it was amazing down the stretch. You know, you got to give a lot of credit to this Iowa coach. He's just been phenomenal in his career, let alone this first season with Iowa. I mean, to get them into the Elite Eight after 30 years of not making it, and then to win the game they did last night, and it's been a pretty impressive run. Impressive.
He won 4 D2 national championships and this and that before he came to coach the Iowegians. Now he's got them into the Great Eight, the Elite Eight, whatever you want to call it. I was hoping Freddie and his club
I was too.
But, whatever. People are texting in. The first ever basketball power play. Nebraska thought the Cornhuskers thought they were shorthanded. Now, here's a text message. It says here 2009. Well, actually, specifically 10, because the new year had come and gone. The Vikings and Saints NFC title game. The Vikings had 12 men on the field.
Yep.
That was during that, yes.
But did the play cost them the game? I don't recall.
It took him out of field goal range, and that's why then Brett Favre had to throw across the body to old what's his name.
There you go.
In the NFC title game in New Orleans.
I do remember that now. That's the way you explained it. Yeah. Now it. Okay.
Like I said, I remember that game all too well because I was working fan line that night on KFan.
Oh yeah.
It was about a 3.5 hour ordeal of grown men crying.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Hausen texted in to say everyone in Iowa can blow me. Who the hell is Fred Hoiberg? Is another. He's the coach of the Nebraska team. He used to play in the NBA. He's the mayor, Iowa State. He used to come on this program years ago.
I felt bad for a good friend of mine. She went to undergrad down in Nebraska. Big fan of their football team and now their basketball team because they're suddenly good. And she has a catchphrase or a slogan that she says after every big win. And Nick, I think you'll especially appreciate this. She says it out loud or she tweets it. She says, "Nebraska wins. Blowjobs for everyone."
My God. That's going to backfire on her someday.
How does she have the time as a student?
I fear that will backfire.
I'm exhausted.
I have lockjaw, please. I know I said everyone, but we gotta cap it.
What do you mean, everyone? I won't do it again. Purdue beat the buzzer on Texas.
Yep. Great finish.
Little tip in. Was there any time remaining for Texas? I don't remember.
There was like 0.7.
0.7.
Yeah.
Little jump shot, tie game. Dude missed the jump shot. Big kid on Purdue. He tapped it back in. Ooh, it brought me back to Speaking of the Iowegians, it brought me back to 1989 when I was at the barn watching Clem Haskins' Golden Gophers beat the Iowegians on a last-second tip-in by Jim F. Me running Shickenchansky. I think Iowa at the time was in the top 5. And that was when the Twin Cities woke up and realized that Clem Haskins had himself a ball club that season, 88-89. That victory over Iowa. I remember Shickenchansky tipping it in as the clock expired, and the place is up for grabs. The barn, it's still the same arena, but you know what I mean. The barn is up for grabs. Willie Burton, and I have a hard time talking about Willie Burton without breaking down into tears. He grabbed the basketball and he threw it into the upper deck.
Yep.
And me and my buddy Dane are going crazy because they just beat the Iowegians. We're walking out the joint to the car afterwards, and we see this, 9-year-old kid who's got the game ball under his arm. And I said to Dane, go kick that friggin' basketball out of that kid's arm, and let's get the hell out of here.
Did he?
I could see him doing it.
Maybe I don't want to say.
You don't want to say.
Purdue moves on. Illinois beat Houston by 10. Which
three Big Ten teams advanced last night.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a huge surprise or not. Houston's been highly rated all season long.
Illinois is really good. Very physical.
And Arizona destroyed Arkansas. Now, I've yet to see the Arizona Wildcats play college basketball this season.
I watched that last night. They're super good. Very athletic.
It was too late for me last night. I gave up. But, I mean, from the final scores that they're putting up, this looks like
they're the team to beat.
What's the word? A blankety-blank conclusion? There's a phrase. Foregone conclusion. It appears, and again, I'm just reading the paper and seeing highlights on TV. It looks like Arizona is just going to curb stomp the piss out of everybody. But, of course, that's why they play the games. We'll see about that. They're very athletic, Randy?
Yes. Very well coached, good shooters. I mean, they just have the total package. They're very, very talented. Now they're going to have to play Purdue. Next, and Purdue's good, really good.
George just texted in, Josh, to say, "I hope you get laid for your birthday."
Yeah, me too. That'd be pretty cool.
Guaranteed, a Big Ten school will play in the Final Four. Has that arithmetic been settled? Is that for real?
Yeah, because Iowa plays Illinois, so one of those teams will advance to the Final Four,
The next game for the Iowegians is Illinois?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's correct.
Okay.
So they'll play each other.
Right. Okay,
you
cool.
you still have Michigan to play tonight against Alabama. You still have Michigan State to play tonight against Connecticut.
Yeah, tonight, St. John's, Duke, Alabama, Michigan, Connecticut, Michigan State, Tennessee, Iowegian State.
And there's a chance that Iowa State and Iowa can still get in the Final Four.
God, that'd be fun.
Which is amazing. So
we talked about that a few days ago.
Speaking of that Iowa-Illinois game, it's tomorrow. Don't tune in at 5:10 because you'll be late. Tip-off is at 5:09.
Yes.
Really? They put that there?
Yes, 5:09 is the tip-off. So if you get at 5:10, you're going to miss a little bit of the game. So make sure you're there at like 5:58.
Good looking out for it.
5:08 so you can make sure you see tip-off.
Weird.
It's so stupid.
A listener has texted in to say they will need the military to monitor those parties at Arizona if they win it all.
Have the National Guard on standby?
Arizona and Arizona State are still known as lawless party schools. That's what I hear. I mean, obviously, I would have no idea. I know people who went to school there in 1987, for Pete's sake, but I don't.
I know a lot of people that went to school there, and they didn't graduate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I understand it's a tough place to study.
Yeah.
Too much going on,
Way too much going on.
Tough place to keep up on your studies.
Dana, there's a lot of people texting in something about wanting a friend of yours' phone number. A lot of people.
Yeah.
And it seems to be all guys.
No, they lost. So, I mean, you're out of luck. You got to wait till football season.
Rats.
The gal who said BJ's for everybody?
That's the one.
That's her catchphrase.
Do you know her, Randy?
I do not, Nick.
Do we know her?
Sadly.
No, you guys haven't met her.
Sadly, I do not.
Reminds me of a house party I went to where my girlfriend brought her best friend. And her best friend got a few drinks in her, and her best friend was a little bit of a squirrely type. Next thing you know, her best friend is announcing to everyone at the party, a circle of people talking. Her best friend is announcing to everybody at the party that she doesn't consider anal sex cheating, right?
Jeez.
This is the conversation that somehow I wasn't part. I was kind of on the outside looking in. The next thing you know, this conversation was about what is cheating and what is not. And my girlfriend's best friend says, "Well, I don't think that anal sex is cheating." My buddy Donnie's over in the corner. He hadn't met her yet. He walks up. As soon as he heard that, he walked up, extended his hand, and said, "How you doing? My name is Donnie."
I've never been to a party like that. That's pretty wild. What was the consensus? I mean, were people thinking, you're ridiculous, or were folks going, I totally agree with that?
I don't remember which way we went with that, Cubby. It was a long time ago.
Because, I went to Catholic school, and people, were religious, a lot of them, and some were just there because their parents sent them there. And there were people that, what do they call that, the poop hole loophole, that did believe that. Or any oral.
Oh, my God.
Can I ask a favor from you?
Never heard of that before.
Go ahead.
Can I never hear you?
God.
Can I never hear you say that out loud again?
For you, anything. Anything.
I've heard of that theory. I've never heard that title for it or that phrase for it.
I mentioned before, people had that theory, right?
Yeah.
And people text in and said, you're not calling it what it is. And they informed me that's what it's called. But so I know some people that legitimately thought it doesn't count as sex.
That's
They're
hilarious.
still saving themselves. I always thought, to me, it counts. But I guess maybe that's not the most popular opinion.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
So what were people thinking? That she was just
I don't
a little
remember.
too wild?
I remember everyone laughing and saying to my girlfriend, "Jesus, where'd you get this one?"
Okay, so they must have thought that's a little odd.
I think everyone kind of fell off and dropped to a knee and laughed. I think that might have been the end of the conversation. I don't remember if we settled on a correct answer.
Somebody also said that phrase that Josh has used. It's also known as God's blind spot.
Oh, God.
That's even better.
Lord.
Oh, my God.
See, now, here's the tough part for me. The next conversation, I meant it to discuss Golden Gopher women's basketball, or I was going to talk about an 8th grade kid. Where do I go? After a conversation about anal sex, where do I go? I'm kind of stuck.
It's a tough transition.
Either one is going to make people say, how the hell do you go from... But I'll just go for it. Golden Gopher women tonight, a big NCAA tournament game up against the University of California at Los Angeles, 6:30 on ESPN.
I'm sorry, one
Good
more
luck.
to go back to the old thing.
Huh?
It's also called
no.
the Missouri Compromise.
Oh, my God.
What is it about when you throw in a state name to some of those? It
Right.
makes it funnier.
It does. Sorry to do.
He throws out so much gross stuff. I don't know what's going on here.
What?
You mentioned cream pies earlier. Bukkakis comes up.
No, Josh, it's because of the other material that I have to discuss. It's making it awkward. I'm just trying to figure out how to transition, that's all. I'm not offended by any of the material. I just feel silly now saying an 8th grader in Pittsburgh. Do you see what I mean? But I said it already. An 8th grader in Pittsburgh is currently hanging on to a perfect women's NCAA bracket. At least that was the case going into yesterday. Did anyone read anything further on this 8th grader in Pittsburgh?
So, yeah, I just saw the story yesterday. I don't know if anything changed.
Yeah, well, I don't think there was any games last night for the women. I think they play tonight.
Oh, okay, that makes a difference.
So then he still has a perfect bracket.
His name's Otto.
I knew a kid named Otto.
Oh, really? Was it a nickname or the real name?
It was his nickname. So maybe I didn't know a kid named Otto.
Well, they called him Otto. It counts.
Yeah.
Otto Shellhammer.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
This kid?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's a pretty cool
That's
name.
the coolest friggin' name I've heard all day.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it, Randy Shaver. I forgot to go to your Strib Varsity website and look up the high school basketball scores. And
first,
yes.
Which ones are you looking for?
What happened yesterday?
Well, I know Apple Valley and Chaska both won. So a 5 seed will play a 7 seed in the state 4A championship. I don't know if that's ever happened.
Can they both lose?
Apple Valley plays who?
Chaska.
They play Chaska.
Okay.
So Tartan got knocked off, and Apple Valley won their game over Maple Grove last night.
I effed up. I guess, I was hooked.
De La Salle and Totino will play for the 3A title.
I was hooked into the college hoops. I meant to watch some high school basketball last night, and I totally forgot because I was wrapped up in the...
And it's 1A and 2A today, semifinals.
Okay. Oh, there you go. I do enjoy the high school basketball. I only got one television there, Cubby. I can't do it
picture
all.
in picture?
I don't know how to do that.
I think I do, but I don't know how to use it either. I've never used it.
Wolves and Detroit Pistons play tomorrow. All right, so no Timberwolves tonight. They play tomorrow afternoon. What's going on? Okay, they're coming off that dramatic all-time record-setting overtime. Yes. What did I miss?
How do you come off of that game? That's going to be interesting.
My guess is they come off flat as a pancake for about the first quarter and a half.
Yeah,
Usually when you win one of those dramatic games, you come out looking like a bunch of drunks for a while until you wake up.
The Pistons are without Cunningham, but they still seem to find a way to keep winning. They're a very good team. They play very well together.
They're number one in the East, are they not?
Yeah, they still are.
They're missing their best player, but they're number one in the East. Otto Shellhammer, huh? Man, if I was an 8th grade kid, Cubby named Otto Shellhammer, I bet I'd do some damage in town.
Especially now with all these on local news stations and stuff like that, talking about his perfect bracket. Yeah, I think Otto's doing okay for himself.
I'll bet.
Here's a listener who texted in and says, Nick's being pretty quiet about Wyzetta losing in the first round of the high school basketball tournament. I don't know what you thought of me, Pizzle Rot Jesus, but I wouldn't know Dick Ola about Wyzetta high school basketball.
You're not rolling up to the gym every Tuesday and Thursday for the games.
No, I hope good things for my hometown, of course, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be some kind of booster. Well, there weren't a ton of fireworks in the Twins season opener out there in Baltimore, Maryland. Only 9 hits combined. The Orioles won the opener 2-1. Baltimore starting pitcher, a kid by the name of Trevor Rogers, threw 7 shutout innings against the Twins lineup. But the Twins helped him out a little bit. They hit into 3 double plays. 1 for 11 in the game with runners in scoring position. Joe Ryan was damn good, too. Allowed only one hit and 2 walks over 5 1/3. 7 strikeouts were part of what Joe Ryan put together. But he was yanked after 85 pitches. There's no reason to bitch about pitch count anymore because we know how the game is played these days. But I still, my feathers are a little ruffled when I hear a starting pitcher yanked after only 80.
But in game 1, I can see doing that. You're not completely stretched out yet.
Oh, for Pete's sake, they've had months to get stretched out.
Yeah, I can see why you would.
They're overly careful.
Yes.
Baltimore broke.
When you look at Joe Ryan, he's like your only guy in the rotation you can count on. So I would take care of Joe Ryan.
And we need him healthy for the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Oh, the trade. Yeah, I forgot. By the way, we're only 1 day in. We'll be doing this all season long, but we're only 1 day in, and I already read there's a rumor going around that the Cincinnati Reds are going to trade for Byron Buxton.
Yep, those aren't going to slow down.
No, we'll be doing this every week.
Yeah.
Be a different team every day.
I will say the one interesting thing about yesterday, to me, in the Twins lineup, is Royce Lewis batting 8th and pulled for a pinch hitter.
Well, he was terrible in the spring, right? That's what I read. He was terrible.
I understand, but it's still Royce Lewis. It's still the guy who, when he made his major league debut, was hitting home runs and everybody was excited about him. And I understand his injury history and all that, but it just kind of feels like I'm just wondering if he's long for this franchise, because here he is hitting 8th and he's pulled for a pinch hitter in the game yesterday. And not that anybody else in the lineup was any better. Not really.
I hear you.
They struggled, especially like you said, with runners in scoring position, because they had opportunities yesterday. But and it's only game 1, long way to go. But I was just like, Royce Lewis batting 8th. Wow. Okay.
Batting 8th. Remember the guy that filled in on my softball team, Josh? We needed a guy. Someone on the roster called this dude. None of us knew him, except for one guy on our roster. Called him last minute, shows up at the ball field. Our skipper reads off the lineup, and this guy's name was Ricky. And he reads off Ricky, batting last and playing catcher. And the guy goes, batting last and playing catcher, huh? It's like, yeah, dude, you're a fill-in. What the hell? We have no idea if you can even throw a ball.
His reputation.
Yeah, somehow we offended him by, and I said, Jesus, who brought this friggin' moron?
As if you're bringing in a ringer that everybody knew about.
Batting 9th or whatever. How many guys you play in 10? Batting 10th and playing catcher, huh? Yeah, dude.
How was he?
That's how it works. I don't remember. I just remember he was a dildo about it. Up next. I'm like, have you never played softball, beer league softball? That's how it works. If you're filling in, you're not going to play shortstop and cleanup. I mean, what are you? Are you an American or not? You don't know the rules around here? Up next, the boys will take a day off. The 2 ball clubs, Twins, Orioles, will go ahead and continue the series tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, weather day today.
Why do they call it a weather day?
Well, they have that extra day built into the schedule in case weather's bad to start the season.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was just for the ballpark to recover after the home opener.
No. The Twins always had those built in, too.
I never knew the reason. I never knew it was weather-related. I just thought they...
Yeah, just in case the weather was bad, you had an opportunity to play the next day.
Well, I got you. The Milwaukee Brewers pitching staff struck out 20 batters in their opener against the Chicago White Sox.
Mizorowski was amazing yesterday.
Do they call him the Miz?
The Miz.
Well, they can't call him the Miz.
I thought they did. I thought we talked about that once.
Well, I think you were mad about it.
Yeah, you were upset.
Yeah, shouldn't I be? Shouldn't you? You should be too, Josh. You're a fan of the Miz.
Yeah, that's already out there.
Yeah,
it's quite famously.
You're right. So they call this guy the Miz, but anybody in their right mind knows that they shouldn't.
Not a good day for Chicago baseball. The White Sox lose 14-2 to Milwaukee, and the Cubs get beat by the lowly Nationals 10-4.
Oh.
So not a good day in Chicago.
Ha.
Who was the other athlete that everyone gave him a nickname that had already been used, and I got upset about it?
Oh, that rings a bell.
Ah. Mm-hmm. Maybe someone can come up with it. You got to come up with something new. Shohei Ohtani has the most popular top-selling jersey in all of Major League Baseball, and he lost money on that. He bet it would be Aaron Judge. Shohei Ohtani, the most popular and top-selling jersey in all of Big League Baseball.
That makes sense, especially when you factor in the international sales.
Oh, international.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a big part of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was on the Twins website yesterday looking at some different gear and jerseys that you could buy. I was hoping that there'd be like a sale, and I was obviously looking at kid stuff because I want to get my kid in some cute little Twins gear, and they had like a legit, Cities jersey, and it was still like $80.
Actually, wait until June.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I was like, that is ridiculous. He's going to be able to fit it for like a month. That's so stupid.
Wow, $80?
Yeah.
Just have some patience.
Yeah, wait till the All-Star break. They'll just put buckets or boxes of jerseys outside the pro shop and said, here you go, have at it.
That's a good idea.
Wow.
I know, right?
It's highway robbery.
Actually, as a jersey aficionado, go on eBay. You can get them for a lot cheaper.
Oh, that's smart.
Never go through the official team store.
No, never.
So remember, we were talking about the 999 challenge a few days ago. The New York Metropolitan's home ballpark has put together their version of a 999 challenge. And if you're brand new to this, internet people have been doing this for a couple of years at big league ballparks where they legitimately sit there for a 3-hour ball game and try to eat a hot dog and drink a beer every single inning. There have been some survivors.
Always wanted to try it.
You still can,
The Mets have put together their version where they used, they used tiny little, maybe it's like a quarter of a regular hot dog size.
It honestly looks like a little cocktail weenie in a bun.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Looks delicious, though.
And they fill, I don't know, I looked at a picture or two. Josh, what would you say? Maybe it's 5 ounces of beer?
Yeah, I think that's maybe dead on. It wasn't very much.
Okay, so that's their version of it. Of course, Big League Baseball doesn't want to kill any 21-year-olds, so they don't want to encourage this gimmick. So they have their version, a controlled version. I understand that a few clubs are jumping in on this. The Twins might even at one point, if they haven't already. The San Francisco Giants, who hosted a game the other night, the season opener against the Yankees, they have their own version of the 999 challenge, and I understand this is friggin' pathetic.
It is.
They want $55. Again, they have the mini hot dogs, quarter of your regular ballpark wiener size, and I understand the 9 glasses that they use for the beer part of the challenge, they only use up one 24-ounce beer.
Nah, dude, that's insane. What are those, shot glasses?
So it's basically a contact lens of beer, 9 of them. 24 ounces of beer is all they use for their... But again, they don't want to be sued. They don't want some soccer mom coming after them because their 25-year-old kid fell down the steps and got drunk. One beer. I shouldn't say that. That's being 124. It is, 24-ounce can.
It's a tall boy.
Yeah, but I mean, how many do you go through when you're usually at a ball game? I mean, at least like 5, 6.
What do you mean?
When you go to a ball, like how many 24-ounce beers do you normally go through?
Oh, Jesus,
like,
yeah.
At least that, right?
And if you're legitimately doing the 999 gimmick, what is a regular tap beer at a ball game? 16 ounces?
I think so, yeah.
That's funny.
It's stolen valor.
$55 they want.
Stolen valor, I say.
Oh, wow.
Oh, somebody's playing Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, what was that?
You sit back in a chair or something?
Okay, you know what I just heard? It sounded like you've heard this on your property before. Like a squirrel that's ready to attack?
Yeah.
That's what I just heard.
It's the squirrel, the vaping squirrels.
Ready, check your 6.
Something just went...
Like a Plinko.
Pissed off.
Oh, a Plinko. That's another good one.
Oh, someone said something about the Dodgers. Maybe it was me. As if the Los Angeles Dodgers As if they needed any more money in their bank account. Now they've got a company paying them for naming rights to their ballpark. The Dodgers announced yesterday that Dodger Stadium is getting a name change. The new name of the stadium will be UNIQLO Field at Dodger Stadium. Uniqlo?
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Uniqlo?
At least ours is cool.
Oh, so is this where they just sponsoring the field itself, like when the Vikings did Mall of America Field at Metrodome?
Yes, I believe so.
God.
It's like a Japanese company or something in this case, I thought.
I was working as a reporter covering the Vikings when that happened, and I remember one day the PR team.
Nobody ever called.
No,
nobody did.
The PR team sent some poor little intern in to be like, guys, just a reminder in your stories, please refer to it as Mall of America Field at Metrodome.
No.
And we all just did the big over-the-head jerk-off motion to him.
The part that irked me the most about that, how long did that last? A few weeks?
It didn't seem to last very long.
Right?
Yeah, no, I think it was like
one season?
Maybe. I think just because they realized, the Mall of America might have realized it was a waste of money because nobody ever called it that.
That wording is so, especially Mall of America Field at Metrodome.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell was the final word on that? That's so bad. At Metrodome?
Yeah, that is stupid.
What are you trying to say? So Dodger Stadium will now be Uniqlo Field.
It won't be that.
Of course, we all know that. I'm just telling you the official Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium. Like Josh said, this is a Japanese clothing store or something. The Dodgers have strong ties to the Japanese community. They got ball players on their roster from Japan. They got a lot of fans from Japan.
Somebody said that's Otani's bookies company.
Well, maybe with this influx of cash, they can finally make a little bit of a splash in free agency next season.
Wouldn't that be great?
That'd be good for them, yeah. I feel like they got some holes they could fill.
Yeah. They alone will be, they alone will likely create a work stoppage for next year.
Yeah, it sure sounds like it's going that way, doesn't it?
I think the collective bargaining agreement, when it's up in December, what happened with the Dodgers, the money they've spent, how everything's out of balance, I really think there'll be a work stoppage and there'll be some sort of trying to rebalance Major League Baseball in one way or another.
That would be nice. Loss Prevention Jesus, referring to Uniqlo, UNIQLO Field at Dodger Stadium. Loss Prevention Jesus says that new stadium name sounds like someone's cat crawled on the computer keyboard.
Yeah, it kind of does.
UNIQLO. Of course, help me out now. I mean, because we all know, like you said, Randy Shaver, no one's going to call. No fan is going to refer to Dodger Stadium as. But refresh my memory. What is Mariucci Arena now?
3M.
3M Arena. Is it at Mariucci?
That's a good question.
Because that's the part I hate the most.
I have heard some people call it 3M or, we're going to 3M Arena.
Yeah,
or something
when did
like
that change?
3M Arena at Mariucci.
5-6 years.
Really?
I've heard some people. I think it's just easier to.
These are not hockey fans.
Yeah, I've always
Probably
said
not.
Mariucci, and I mean I've only been there once.
So we all know what the real people are going to call it, but anything.
And I can't remember what the new bank is that sponsors the football stadium. Huntington, okay.
Yeah.
Anything for a few extra bucks.
And I've said this before. I can remember when Target Center was being built, and the discussion among the television stations in town and radio stations and even the newspaper was, are we really going to call it Target Field? Because at that time, nobody was. This was one of the first of its kind in Minnesota where a corporation had put their name on a stadium.
Right.
And there was that discussion of, are we really going to do that as a media outlet, call it that? And now it's not a big deal.
Right.
Now everybody does it. But at that time, there was a real honest discussion about, are we really going to say that each and every time we talk about the arenas.
Yeah, you're right. It was one of the first to do the corporate gimmick. I mean, had it been built 10 years prior, it probably would have been called I'm sorry?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, had it been built in 78 instead of 88, it probably would have been called Minneapolis Arena.
Yes.
Right?
That's weird to think about.
Or named after Hubert Humphrey or something.
Or George Mikan or something, yeah.
Right. Yeah, that was the trend, when stadiums were built. They were named, some of them were named after, important people in the history of the
Right, like the Metrodome was named after Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
No, I had to think about that one for a while.
I don't think that's right.
Are you sure?
No.
Yeah.
We always called it the Hunter Hearst Helmsley Metrodome in high school.
That's pretty funny that you did that, though.
Triple H.
Yeah.
I thought it was cute. We had an intern here for, a week. His name was Hunter, and I decided to call him Single H. I don't think he got it. I don't think he got the joke. He didn't stick around long. But yeah, anything for a few bucks. So, There you go. This sounds pleasant, doesn't it, Josh? Phillies third baseman Alec Boehm is suing his parents. He says they've taken all of his money.
Oh,
it's sad when you hear stuff like that sometimes.
Well, yeah. I mean, this poor guy. This is going to take a while for them to figure all this out. Because his parents have, from what I was reading yesterday, they have siphoned off this money in a number of different locations. And they're going to make it difficult for them to track everything. It's a mess.
How could you do that to your own kid?
Yeah. Well, the kid, I'm sure the kid trusted them to, put the money away for him so he didn't have to worry about it. But
that's what happened, Ashley.
That's just so messed up. I think of my parents, and they would never do something like that. And I would trust them to put the money away.
You don't know that because they've never had the money.
Oh, no, I can't imagine.
None of us know what our parents would have done if they came into millions and millions of dollars. It makes people crazy, Cubby. It turns them into animals.
It can change people.
So you don't know, Ashley. I don't know what my parents would have done if I said, hey, here's $135 million. Manage this for me. They might have all gone crazy and turned on us.
Maybe skim the top a little bit. This is for all those camps I paid for.
Just pay themselves back at least, you're saying?
This is for not sleeping for the first 3 years of your life.
As Andrew Dice Clay said in his 1990 hit movie, The Adventures of Ford Fairlane, money, 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 where do we go? And you can check that scene. That's a direct quote right after he visited his favorite DJ, Johnny Crunch, played by Gilbert Gottfried.
I miss Gilbert.
So, yeah, Alec Boehm. Oh, he was outstanding.
Yeah.
Alec Boehm made a bunch of money in the bigs, trusted his parents to manage his money, says he's been locked out of certain accounts.
Right.
He says they took all that money and they've been having a good damn time with it.
Yeah. That's sad.
You hear that a lot with people like influencers that use their children to get money.
Yes.
Yeah, you hear them doing that kind of stuff a lot. It's messed up.
Children? Like little children?
Yeah, Actually, there's even influencers out there who are suspected, and it's pretty obvious, where they have only had children because it boosts their following and gives them a new, different audience. All the moms now are watching their videos versus just regular people. Yeah, it's so messed up. Let me post pictures of my kid absolutely everywhere when I have 10 million followers. I'm sure that's gonna go great for them.
Well, but wait a minute. So if I'm an influencer and I got a 4-year-old, and that 4-year-old is making me all that money on social media, isn't that my money? What do I do? Give it to a 4-year-old?
I would put it away in an account for them because they're the reason that money's coming in.
Yeah, but they're 4.
Yeah, so
and
you're using them.
They wouldn't have had the idea to go on the internet. I'm just wondering, what do I do if my 4-year-old's making me money? What do I do? Put it in his toy box?
Yeah, put it in a 509 account. Is that what they are, Josh? 509?
529.
529.
Oh, I don't know the rules.
Well, you hear about that shit with child stars sometimes, right? that the folk
Big
did.
time.
Yeah, right.
Macaulay Culkin, didn't he have an issue with that?
Yep, big time.
Yep.
Was Britney Spears one of them? I thought there was like a Disney Channel.
Yeah, that whole thing got so confusing.
Poor Britney.
Man.
Nick, I told you about Kevin McGonigal yesterday. This is the young kid for the Tigers. Made his major league debut yesterday, went 4 for 5, knocking in 2 runs in Detroit's 8-2 win over San Diego. I think he was the only major league player to open the season with 4 hits.
I was reading about him. Yeah. Are his parents aware of this?
Yes.
What kind of people are they?
Well, it depends on the contract.
He's not making the same kind of money as some of the others.
McGonigal, yeah, you warned us
Kevin
about.
Kevin McGonigal. Yeah.
He's going to be a problem.
And the Weatherholt kid hit a home run yesterday to start off his career for St. Louis. So kind of fun to see the next generation.
Yeah.
Back to that set.
And how about Paul Skeens? He lasted 2/3 of an inning.
We got a lot of texts on that.
He got obliterated by the Mets yesterday.
Yeah,
Oh,
people
my
keep
God.
saying that his girlfriend, that hot gymnastics girl, is not going to be with him very much longer. And she's like filming some type of like second version of Baywatch or something like that.
Oh,
So
yeah, they're rebooting Baywatch.
Yeah, so there's
Baywatch.
Yeah, so there's a lot of like pictures of her, getting a piggyback ride from like the ripped dudes that are in Baywatch, and they're like, "Man, your time is up. You got all this going on." They were saying that that's why he wasn't playing good, because she's half naked with these dudes all day filming.
Who is this girl?
Olivia Dunn.
Olivia Dunn.
You would know her if you saw her. She's gorgeous.
No. I just had to hear the name again. I've heard of her. This is Paul Skeen's girlfriend. She's a world-class
gymnast,
equestrian or something. She's a what?
Gymnast.
Let me ask you something, and I really am asking for a friend. It's not a joke. How old is too old to have your entire cell phone filled with pictures of Olivia Dunn?
How old is she? Let me check how old she is first.
Are you legitimately asking for a friend?
I am legitimately asking for a friend. It's not a joke. I know the joke is I'm asking for. It's
over
not
30.
I'm sorry?
If you're over 30, that's weird.
Oh.
She's only 23 years old. She was born in 2002, for God's sake.
Well, then I have a friend who needs a good talking to.
I believe Nick, because there's no way he knows how to save an image.
No,
on
I
his
don't
phone.
know how to. I don't have a single picture of anybody on my phone because I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Josh, you tell me now. I got the younger person's take. How old is too old to have your phone is twice the weight of the average phone because it's dripping with pictures of Olivia Dunn.
I mean, are they a former gymnast in some way? You said she was a gymnast, Ashley?
Yes.
So maybe
I thought she was an equestrian.
Maybe she's
That'd be so cool.
They're
if
a
that's
sports
she
fan?
was.
No.
Are there other women on there, other men, other athletes?
There are other women, but there's no athletic theme to it.
Oh,
yes, he's a sports fan, but he doesn't watch gymnastics.
Okay.
Box Toss and Jesus said that 22 years old is the max age to have photos of women you don't know all over your phone.
This guy's got 22 tripled already. He's got it tripled.
That
Cubby.
is scary.
He's always,
Keep an eye on him.
He's always hauling out his phone going, have you seen her? Olivia Dunn? Have you seen her? She's dating the guy from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Have you seen her? She used to be an equestrian. Have you seen her? Have you seen her? Have you seen her? So I should talk to this friend.
Yeah, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt or see if there's an angle I'm missing, but it does seem a tad concerning.
Yeah.
How old is she again?
She's 23.
Okay, I have a 24-year-old daughter, and I have maybe 3 pictures of her. It would make sense if I had more pictures of somebody that age.
Yeah.
That's a little concerning.
One day I was at the bar, and I paid my tab, and I said, I'm all done. And he said, what? Where? What? Done? What? Who's done? Olivia Dunn?
Buddy.
Have you guys seen her? Have you 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 seen? All right, so I get it now. I thought it was a little weird.
Is one too many? Now I'm trying to think what the least amount is too many.
You can have one.
Yeah, because like maybe you have it because you sent it to somebody else. Like it was actually so embarrassing. Yesterday, I was like in my photos and I was scrolling, and then next thing you know, it's like Marcus Foligno and like a picture of him with his wife and 2 kids and a picture, and then just a regular picture of him just alone. And my husband's like, and I was like, no, it's not what it looks like. Like, my mom was wondering what he looked like. She's not really good at Google. I promise I'm not just like saving photos of him to my phone.
Cubby, I think you got to allow a guy one. Let a guy in his late 60s have one picture of Olivia.
And they're all saved versus just like he's looking them up on his phone.
Oh, no, he can hit a button and scroll through them.
Yeah,
it's his screensaver.
It's like you're on. It's like you're on the scrambler. How he can spin those pictures of Olivia Dunn.
Did you guys ever know those dudes that, Dana, maybe you're young enough to have experienced this, where they would put like a super hot model as their phone background?
I definitely remember for like your wallpaper on your laptop in college. That was very common
That
to have.
was so weird to me.
All right, we got to go. But I have an answer now. And I might run into the prick this weekend and say, look, bro.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
You got publicly shamed, man.
He's not, but you know what? He won't let that slow him down.
No.
He's saving more to his phone right now.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you think that was a lot of photos? You just wait.
Don't let him go see that new Baywatch thing. He might have a heart attack.
Well, right now he's probably booking a flight to L.A. to stalk her in the background of...
Oh, they're filming where now?
I was going to ask, like, would he travel to see her or anything? Because that also can make a difference.
I'll ask him. We got to go. Oh, God. Randy, is that you?
Yes.
Can you hear me, Randy?
We got to go. Have fun this weekend.
All right, sir.
We'll talk to you on Monday, and the program will be back here in a few minutes.
Half-assed morning show. 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a Smart Club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
93X. The home of the half-assed morning show.
Oh, sure, we're doing all right. It's Friday. We got nothing but love for you. Most of you. I'll tell you what, as we check in here, 8:34, Cubby's special birthday broadcast, we get our balls busted upside down now and again. From friends, sometimes from listeners. We get our balls busted about this gig because all we do is sit on our asses and try to tell dick jokes, right? And to a certain extent, that's accurate. In the long run, compared to a physical job, we should be able to walk away from our careers here without any long-term physical after effects, except for our hearing. Wearing these damn headphones every day for 30 years has mangled my hearing.
Probably our posture is pretty terrible from sitting so much. But, I mean, I'm not going to complain because, shoot, folks have been working real jobs their whole lives or all kinds of physical problems at times.
Our eyesight is not going to be great from staring at computer screens.
Mine's getting really bad lately.
Oh, so maybe we are in more trouble than I thought.
Well, it's not stuff you complain about for folks with real issues going on.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you had to nail something, I guess there'd be a couple of them.
I have a fun time.
Migraines.
I have a fun time off air. I have a really hard time hearing Ashley and Josh, just because my hearing is fading.
Yeah, I kind of mumble too. That doesn't help.
I like to. Ashley will say something, and I translate what I thought I heard and compare it to what you really said.
Yeah, that's fun.
You know, she'll say something to Josh, and I'll say, what about venison sausage? And she'll say, no, I told Josh, when is your massage or something? My hearing is, Can you think of a time when mishearing something out of somebody's yap led to an awkward situation?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's more, but mishearing somebody's name when you meet them.
The worst. The worst.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a little different, then you just feel stupid.
Yeah, or like a name that is a common name, but it's pronounced differently than how normal people say it. Like,
I don't know if you have a direct example, but by God, that comes into play. There's been a conversation going around. I think I heard it correctly, where people are discussing how they misheard something out of somebody's yap, and it led to an awkward situation, and a lot of it has to do with introductions and hearing a name.
that's the worst, because then, somebody might think you're being disrespectful, which it's not the case at all. I just misunderstood. I'm just too dumb to understand what you said.
And some names are ones that you've never heard before or hear very rarely. We had such a wonderful time a couple days ago with AEW wrestler Julia Hart. We were able to have a great time meeting her father was with her. His name is Shamus.
Yes.
And when he said, "Hello, my name is Shamus," I had no friggin' idea what he had just said. How often do you hear? You don't hear that name.
No.
Yeah.
So
I thought of the example. A guy I knew for a while, I called him Jared. I thought he said Jared, but his name was Jaron.
Oh.
And now I've known a couple Jarons since then, but before that I'd never met a Jaron. I'd never seen the name, nothing.
That's his fault.
I felt like such a jerk.
I know a Jaron, and he just goes with it. He's stopped correcting people at this point. The people call him Jared.
Never met a Jaron.
Yeah.
Maybe I have, and I've just been calling him Jared.
Yeah, think of all your friends named Jared. There's probably a good chance some of them are named Jaron.
Christineth. My name is Christineth. A listener just texted that in. That's from a movie. Listen to some of these. This is, and a lot of it is names. When you mishear something from somebody's yapper and it turns into an awkward situation. Here's a gal talking about her parents. Her parents moved into a new house. One of their neighbors, a neighbor lady, came over and said to the dad outside the house, she said, "Hi, I'm Marcia." And the dad, a little hard of hearing, said, "Martha?" And she said, "No, Marcia." With a CIA? And dad said, "You're with the CIA?" Wow. And you're my neighbor?
I just thought of one from my childhood. I was young. I was drawing pictures of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, probably first grade or something. And something was exploding in the picture, and I wanted to write boom, by it. So I yelled up to my dad. I'm like, "Dad, how do you spell boom?" And there's a little bit of a pause. I hear my parents talking. He comes down and he goes, "Son, you shouldn't be wanting to know how to spell boob at your age." I'm like, no. I said, "Boom, look, there's an explosion. We just blew up Shredder."
Not only do I want to know how to spell it, I want to know a whole hell of a lot more about it. A joke in my family, anytime you say Cannon Falls, you have to respond with cannonball. My great-grandmother, who's been dead for decades, she couldn't hear dick. And before she died, I don't know, sometime before she died, we were having a conversation about Cannon Falls, and here's great-great-grandma in the corner just kind of motionless. We're talking about Cannon Falls, and out of the corner of the room she says, "Huh? Cannonball?" So anytime in my family when you discuss Cannon Falls. Here's a lady who said, "A hot guy at my job asked me if I had any plans. And I said, yeah, 15, 16. I thought he said, do I have any plants?"
Have you ever given up where you're someplace, usually be someplace that's very loud, and maybe they're not the loudest talker, and you just kind of pretend you're understanding what they're saying? Because you feel like a jerk that you have to say, "I'm sorry, what? What?" You ask too many times. It's going to drive them nuts.
I do that on the booze cruise constantly.
Oh, that's a good place for that. Yeah, especially when it's crazy loud on that third level.
Almost every other conversation I have in a public place, Josh, I am absolutely going through the motions and pretending that I hear you, because I would have to over and over again say, "What was that? What was that?" When you're in a public place, in a bar, I make that, I play that game quite often.
Yeah, I'm always afraid I'm agreeing to something that's horrible. They'll ask me a question like, have you ever killed a family of 4 and gotten away with it? And I'm just kind of shaking my head.
Totally, man.
I was walking down the street, says a lady, and a man said, "Hey, nice boots." So I said, "Thank you, they're new." He stared at me like I was crazy, and then it hit me. He didn't say boots, he said boobs. Thank you. They're new.
That's awesome.
There's that scene in Wayne's World 2 where they're doing an interview, a radio interview, to promote Wayne Stock, the concert that they're putting on. And Wayne and Gar slowly realize that the guy's not listening to a word they're saying. He just go, "Oh, yeah, great, you know? And then they even call him out. They go, "You're not listening to anything we're saying, are you?" "Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, no, sounds great."
Is it because he couldn't hear or he just wasn't paying attention?
Didn't care about this local rock show that was being put on by two guys from the cable access show?
I could tell where I've been in a conversation, the person is just not paying any attention whatsoever.
No.
It makes me feel so crappy about myself.
Yeah, me too. Especially on the phone, right? Where you're like, well, they're obviously multitasking and not paying any attention.
Yep, I'll do that to that exact bit to my husband all the time, Dana. He'll be working, and I know better. He is not good at multitasking, just no skill with that whatsoever. And I'll be talking to him. I'm like, "Yeah, so, kid's got a doctor appointment today," and he won't say anything. And I'm like, "Yeah, sky's blue. Yeah, this and this and this." I'm like, "This is a really fun conversation we're having." And he still won't say anything. And it'll be like 5 minutes will pass, and he'd be like, "What'd you say?" I'm like, I'm not doing this."
Your mom's chest hair Jesus worked with a guy named Jesh. He said, "I'm being 100% serious with you. It was rough." Jesh. Just like Josh, but with an E instead of an O.
That sucks, dude. His parents are just mean.
I always kind of think like the parents should think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's a meaningful name.
Wow.
But if it's not?
I've never heard that before. That's got to be very, very difficult. We're talking about mishearing something out of somebody's mouth, and things turn awkward. Now, this sounds like a joke. It's not. Apparently, an Italian guy went to a hospital for kidney stones, and the nurse said she needed to check his pee-pee. So he pulled up his hospital gown and exposed his rod, and she said, "No, I need to check your BP," as in blood.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, here it is.
Blood pressure.
Isn't that how the song Inagata de Vita got its name? It was going to be in the Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
And somebody misheard it or was too drunk to say it. There was something about that.
I think that's exactly right. Inagata de Vita was because someone misspoke in the Garden of Eden. Man, what have you been watching, VH1 Classic lately?
No, I just remember hearing that.
It's fascinating.
Iron Butterfly, right?
Yeah.
I heard that story once.
Gal walks into a hardware store. Is that right? No, not a hardware store.
Sounds like a setup to a joke.
All of these sound like setups to jokes, but
the guy walks into it.
A lady, okay, in a average store, no real specific label on it. She was looking for Tampax. Guy at the store said, "The kind you have to hammer in or the kind you push in with your thumb?"
That's too perfect. That's way too perfect.
Dude thought she was looking for thumbtacks. Oh, wow. At the breast cancer doctor. Lady thought that the doctor said, "Tickle your breasts." So she did. I mean, she's not a breast cancer doctor. She's not a doctor. She's just there hoping that tickle your breasts, she thought, the doctor said. So she did. He looked horrified, and she said, "What?" And he said, "Take a deep breath."
Oh, that sucks.
Tickle, tickle.
She's over there. Funny, she's over there going, "What's this doing for me? I know what it's doing for you, but what's it doing for me?"
Got a text here from Heidi, who said multiple times on the phone, people have repeated back, "Patty." They hear Patty instead of Heidi. Whoa. I think I could even get that right.
I mean, everybody's different. A couple people have texted in saying they're listening from Cannonball this morning.
Oh, cool.
Thanks for tuning in.
Little girl at summer camp came home from summer camp and said she had a brand new friend named Internet. And the parents said, "No way." Really? I mean, it's not totally beyond imagination that someone these days would name their kid YouTube or Internet or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So, little kid comes home from summer camp, tells her mom, "I made a new friend. That friend's name is Internet." For almost a year, I believe this kid's name was Internet. And then we met, and I said, hey, Internet. Antoinette was the name of the kid.
That's awesome.
The Half-Assed Morning Show, 93X.
All right, there you go. We're just minutes away from making our escape. Josh, what do you take away from your birthday broadcast today?
Well, I really appreciate the text that came in. Honestly, I'm trying to get back to folks, but you guys have been so very kind. You really made my day, so I can't thank you enough.
Yeah, there's a lot of really nice comments on Facebook as well.
Even with the photos they posted of me?
Those are pretty good photos. If you guys haven't seen them yet, on 93X Facebook page, they posted a picture of Josh when he had hair. And he had blonde highlights, and it's the first time I've ever seen that photo. And you look so great.
It's like Slim Bitney.
You look awesome.
I did get called Eminem quite a bit back in those days.
And your eyebrows are on fleek.
That's before I knew to trim them.
They look beautiful.
And your hair looks cool when it was dyed like that. I tried to do it myself a couple times, or me and like a girl from school would do it, and it'd come out like bright orange. You just look like a jackass.
Well, again, I don't know how to show affection without making it weird. But I really do appreciate it, and just know you touched my heart today. So thank you so much for these texts.
You touched a player.
And I can't believe I'm not getting crap online for pictures. That's not normal.
Everybody's gone through those phases, Josh.
Yeah, they're not getting you for the pictures, but there's a lot of stuff about your mom.
Oh yeah, I got a mug here. Killer Jesus got me a mug that says on one side it's innocent. It says this coffee is hot, and I thought, well, that's nice. I could maybe sip some cocoa out of here, and I turned it around, and then it says like my mom.
The Cubby birthday broadcast has almost come to an end. We were talking about some awkwardness that can cut loose on you when you mishear something out of somebody's yapper. You think they said this, you make a comment, and everything goes sideways because you misheard them. Here are a couple more stories. I was having my blood taken at the doctor's office, and the nurse said, or at least I thought she said, "Can you make a face?"
Why would they say that?
So I obliged. That they made a sticking their tongue out, puffing their cheek. What do you think that the nurse really said?
Can you make a fist?
Make a fist.
That's good.
A guy told me. I thought he said, "I lost." This was at work, I guess. Yeah. I thought a guy told me I lost my badge today. So I said, "Well, you're going to want to get a new one." What the guy actually said was, "I lost my dad today."
You know what? In some workplaces, though, I could see someone really responding that way if they heard you perfectly.
Maybe they needed that, though. They're probably down in the dumps and needed a laugh or two.
You know what? That would crack me up. You're right.
Yeah.
Mishearing names is very common. Very common. Here's a listener named Patrick. He says, when I order something at a takeout joint, they ask for my name. He says, I usually say Pat. 9 times out of 10, he says, there's the worker behind the counter holding my food saying, Matt, your order's ready. Matt.
Oh, I'll bet.
Oh, that would frustrate me so much.
5 More Feet of Fury, she's said her name is Tam. I get it, unusual name. So when I introduce myself, I say, my name is Tam, short for Tamara or Tamara.
Sure.
I get that a lot as a guy named Dana. Everybody assumes I said Dane.
Dane? I'm sure.
Especially if it's loud at like a bar or a party back in the day. They're like, hey, I'm Dana. Oh, nice to meet you, Dane. No, Dana. Oh, David. Nice to meet you, David.
Do you give up at that point?
Yeah, then you just say it.
That's what she says she does. She said, people will still call me Pam, thinking I said it short for Pamela. I can't win. Then I just say my name is Matt spelled backwards. Hopefully people get it at that.
Dana, does anybody ever pull this move on you? I do this all the time. If I'm asking, if I didn't hear somebody correctly, I'm like, wait, what's your name? And say it's like something like Rain. My name is Rain. And then I don't know how to react because I'm like I feel like I make a face like, oh, that's a weird name. So every time I'll be like, oh, that's a really cool name to like try to make them feel better.
Are you supposed to? So I've heard people say what you do is you just repeat the name back to them, like Ashley, nice to meet you. And then, but I wonder, is that creepy to do something like that, or?
I love when people. This probably is so conceited and weird of me, but I like when people say my name back to me.
I wouldn't notice if someone said my name back to me
All right. Yeah, I've tried that, certainly.
I don't think you could ever imagine that to be creepy. Hi, my name is Nick. And they say, oh, Nick. I wouldn't even notice. Here are some more texts on mishearing, folks. I mean, this is a classic, right? I'm sure you've heard this one before. A guy said at dinner one night, his great-grandmother asked the waiter, well, what's in a super salad?
That does sound great.
Yeah.
There's a superlative in there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like twice as much dressing.
No, I don't need basic bitch salads. Give me the super salad.
What happened here? Oh, one of our listeners was out on a date with a cougar. He asked her what kind of movies she was into. She said foreign films. He said, I thought she said porno films.
Oh, this is going great.
What kind of movies are you into? She said foreign films. See if you get the joke here. One of our listeners said an ongoing gimmick at his job site is they always ask the old guys that are hard of hearing if they like boot hockey.
I wonder if they even,
that took me way too long.
Yeah. I wonder if they even know what that means.
Some older
Seems
guys.
like a young person's game.
I was running errands. I had my 7-year-old kid in the car, and suddenly the 7-year-old kid says to me, well, this isn't so much mishearing, but you get the gist. I'm sure you will. 7-year-old kid asks the old man, what's a eunuch? And I said, what? And the kid said, what does it mean? What's a eunuch? And so I explained it to him as best I could. And then I asked the kid, well, where did you hear that word? And the kid points at a building and says, it's on the building right there. They were at a store called Unique.
When I was a kid, I always said, we'd go by a plaza, I always assumed it said pizza, and I'd get super excited and beg my parents to take us there.
We're getting pizza.
Yeah, we'd pull into a plaza. I'm like, yes, finally, we're going out to eat.
You're going to look at shoes or something.
Shoes. I still sometimes drive by a plaza and think pizza.
When I was a kid, I once asked my parents what a tampoon was.
Did you mean tampon?
Yes.
It'd be so much cooler if they were called tampoons.
Yeah.
That would make so much sense in a way.
Yeah, let's try to get that to catch on.
And finally, here's a listener who says, my wife said to me, she said, mow the grass. I thought she said, yeah, you can buy a boat.
Yeah, you should just say that for everything.
What was that? Great. Happy birthday, Cubby.
Thanks, playa.
Light on my life.
Dance Dad Jesus sent in a congratulations to his daughter Greta. She made the semifinals for the Minnesota Vikings cheerleader tryouts. That's awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah, very cool. Betty turned 100 last Sunday. Tommy let us know. 100.
Dang.
Happy birthday to you, or belated birthday to you, Betty. Happy birthday to Kat from Six Donkeys Jesus. Freight Forwarder Tourette's Jesus. Happy birthday to you again. Thank you so much for your kindness today. I really, really appreciate it.
Oh, my God.
But what's that?
At work, one of our listeners asked a female coworker if he could take a picture of her badge. She thought he asked to take a...
Oh! Oh, no.
I'm going to have to take a picture of your badge real quick. And she said, excuse me?
Happy to oblige.
Well, then.
If you take one thing away from today's show, please leave with this before you have an awesome weekend. Me, Nick, and Dane appreciate you listening.
Half-assed morning show 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a Smart Club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.